Kid 92.9 FM is KKID Salem Rama.
Freedom, keep walking, keep on your toes and don't stop talking about freedom. To get going, lots to be learning, lots to be knowing about people. You gotta reach them, sit and write it down, then you gotta teach them about freedom. You gotta win it, gotta put yourself smack dab in it. Hey, tomorrow, hey, don't go away. On the freedom, just right on the way.
My daughter has no voice. She was murdered last week and she was taken from us. Shot 9 times on the 3rd floor. We, as a country, failed our children. This shouldn't happen. We go to the airport. I can't get on a plane with a bottled water, but we leave it. Some animal could walk into a school and shoot our children. We protect airports. We protect concerts, stadiums, embassies, the Department of Education that I walked in today that has a security guard in the elevator.
Keep trying, people stay alive and people keep dying for freedom. Don't lose it, gotta understand you just can't abuse it. Freedom, get moving, never gonna stop till everybody moving on love for one another. Call it some friend and call it some brother.
Dems do not want solutions. They want victims. Otherwise, this and immigration would have been fixed in Obama's first 2 years in office when he had the whole government. Instead, they focused on socializing our healthcare system and making even more victims. Where you had to buy a government plan, or you could be fined, maybe even thrown in jail. You know, it seems awfully simple to have armed, trained security in all federal buildings, the Senate, the House, the White House, Supreme Court. And not only are most schools without any security, they are prominently advertised as gun-free zones. This is totally idiotic. It is an invitation for demented cowards to come in where they are assured that nobody will be firing back at them, and they have 8 to 12 minutes to do it because that's about the time that the first responders take to get to these events. And by that time, you got 20 dead or 17 dead and a whole bunch wounded and a whole bunch of kids and adults, parents, teachers, totally devastated. It's an easy fix. And what this distraught father said is exactly right. Hell, they even have security in the elevators in some government offices. Put police stations into the schools, substations, where you got 7 or 8 armed cops all the time. Arm about 20% of the teachers. I'm sure you could find the volunteers. I'm sure you can put little safes around where they could have access to these weapons within seconds, not minutes, seconds. And yet, nothing's been done. All these years, all these shootings since the 60s, this became something, and nobody's done a damn thing except the liberals think the solution is to take your guns, my guns, and you know what that'll mean? That'll mean we'll turn into totally socialist country who is completely dependent on the federal government, who I guarantee you is going to have all the weapons. That's how you get the Soviet Union. That's how you get North Korea. That's how you get Cuba. That's how you get Venezuela. Don't let it happen to us. Do not let it happen to us. It's a simple fix. You want to massage the law a little bit? Okay, fine, but be careful, because it'll lead to bad things in the future. And on that note, hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I'm here with radio legend Stan Hines and mini-me, Aaron Weinbaum. Hi, Aaron, how are you?
Mini-me? Wow.
And,
Throw me
that
a
was
frickin' bone here.
Well, that was it right there. That was it.
Nothing.
So, and by the way, Stan Hines is working the board. Stan?
Yes, I am here.
And he looks like he's eager and he's ready to go. And
I am.
Great. And my lovely girlfriend, Lisa Strausser, who made me an excellent breakfast today of, what was it? What was it you made me, honey?
Your favorite lox sandwich.
Okay.
Well, on bread, bagel.
There was bread.
It was on a bagel, yes.
There
On
was
a bagel.
bread.
Oh, okay.
I have, well, we actually ate at a good friend's house the other night. That would be Chester and Martha out there in Doolittle. And we ate the bread there, too.
Yes, we did.
And we
It
ate
was
noodles
delicious.
and stuff, which is wonderful, wonderful Polish dinner. Thank you so much, Chester and Martha. I appreciate that. And we were taking the lunch a week earlier than that by Art and Kim. They came all the way from Waynesville to take us lunch.
Wow.
Very nice of them, and we're going to maybe make that into a monthly deal. So everything's fine and good. By the way, the phones, we had a little phone problem here this morning, but somebody needs to test out the phone right now. Give me a call, 573-364-4433. All right, give me a call. We're waiting on you, because I got to know if these things work. You know, we got a great show in front of you. We've got Joe Dalton from Pregnancy Resource Center, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild calling with the Israel Report, straight from Efrat, Israel. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Because you're the first caller, Stan will be over at your house to cook your breakfast. What's going on?
Are you there?
Hello?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign, is it?
No, I don't
think so.
Steve's running in here.
Okay. Do we have that board?
How about now? Are you there?
I am here.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
Okay, we got it.
Thank goodness.
My screw up. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's all right. Okay.
I was just making sure Stan
Okay,
was
put
getting it
the
down pat.
defibrillator back. I'm okay. I'm okay. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name's Larry, calling from Steelville, Missouri.
All right, hey,
Glad to have
great,
you back
thanks.
on the radio, Dave.
Hey, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. And thank you. And because you are the first caller, Stan will be over to your house around noon to cook you a deluxe meal. So.
Well, I do really need my gutters clean.
All right, I do the humor here. That's enough. Thank you so much for calling in, and thank you for your good wishes. I appreciate that. If you want to be a star in the show, call 573-364-4433. All right, and everybody's wondering. I hear rumors that everyone's wondering, where's Weinbaum? Where's Weinbaum? Well, you know, I mean, I thought I had this covered, but apparently social media wasn't enough. I had a big front page story about me in the Focus. And so, can you just put it on hold while I'm talking?
Okay, they're on hold.
Okay, all right, because they know I'll be right with them. So people are wondering, well, what happened to the Weinbaum show? You know, I didn't miss a beat. I mean, took me 27 hours to land here, which will most likely be the last place I ever do radio, and that's K-Kid 92.9. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, it's Callahan. I'm calling from here in Rolla.
Okay, and what's up?
Dude, I'm with you with these school shootings and these teachers having guns. I mean, I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. I mean, we had metal detectors and police substations inside our schools.
Yeah, why? I mean, is this a brain surgery or something? What am I missing here? It's so simple.
You're messing at the thinking liberals. All they want to do is say it's everybody else's fault but their own.
Well, it's a gun's fault, you know, so we got to eliminate guns.
Well, that's like saying a fork makes a person fat.
Well, you're getting a little personal right there. I don't think that's necessary.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people.
That's right. You got that.
Why don't they do something about the drug epidemic?
Well, you know what? I think this president is on his way to doing this kind of stuff. How you like Trump so far?
I love Trump.
Yeah, so do I.
I don't care what anybody says. Trump ain't done nothing wrong, so they should leave the man alone.
Let him do his job, and you know what? Even without them letting us do his job and trying to obstruct him at every move, guess what? He's doing pretty darn good. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate the call.
You got it.
All right. We got another caller. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Whoops. Did you hang up on him? Or?
No, they hung up.
They hung up. All right. Yeah, well, they're
back.
Must be the garage sale.
Yeah,
No livestock, please.
No livestock. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Random, and I'm calling from Licking.
Random?
That is my real name.
That's
Really?
awesome.
So your parents actually thought that Random was a good name? I don't understand. So how did they treat you? Did they treat you randomly, or did they treat you better than that?
Well, I suit my name very well.
All right, well, then, okay, Random. What can I do for you?
Well, I was just wanting to call about the school shooting.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a good friend of mine the other day, and we figured that the main reason why all this is happening, because it wasn't happening in the 50s apparently, is they took God out of the schools, and then everything started to go downhill from there.
Well, it's an interesting point. Quite a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, and well, they had prayer vigils after the big school shooting to pray for everything that happened. Well, if they had done that a week or so ago, they would have been getting sued, and the superintendent would have been fired, and everything would have gone down.
Well, then how about your Federal Bureau of Investigation falling down on the ball? They had this guy dead to rights, and they
really
dropped
the ball there.
Goodness me, we're going to talk a lot about that later, about the FBI and what should be done with these guys. They're out there. They're out there trying to fix elections. They're fixing elections and being arrogant about it, and then they drop the ball. And what their real job is to stop this kind of a crime, real big. Well, what the hell are they doing? And why are they still there?
They ain't doing their job.
That's for darn sure. Random, thank you for this call. I don't think it was random, though. I think it was intentional.
It was meant to be.
I think it was meant to be. Yeah, don't you?
Absolutely.
All right. You got it, Stan? He's nervous, I can tell. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester from north of Doolittle.
All righty. Chester, how are you, my friend?
One more thing. I don't know if you've gotten the news. It started yesterday evening. There was, in fact, a police security guard at the school's officer.
Yeah, I did get it, but go ahead and tell the people.
Yeah, he did not do anything. He heard the gunfire. He went out of whatever building he was at. He approached the building where the shooting was going on. He found a concrete pole or something, and he stood behind it. He waited for someone else to come in while everybody was being shot. Now, I'm not going to vilify the individual, okay? To tell somebody to run into gunfire, you know, you can talk all the heroics you want, but until you actually have to do it, you don't know if you're going to. No amount of training will ever prepare you for it. But the fact is that even though they had an armed guard at the school, thank you very much, police department, they didn't do a damn thing to save the children.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
So when anybody starts talking about how we don't need arms for the teachers, we don't need to arm anybody inside, we just rely on the local police. Hey, when the murderer is when seconds count, the cops are minutes away.
You're absolutely right. Listen to me. I got an assignment for you. I want you to let me know when the president starts talking and if there's any news about it. I know you don't have a TV, but you can go on online maybe.
Yep.
Okay?
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you, Chester. Hi to Martha. Thanks again for dinner the other night. It was very nice. We appreciate that. Even though my girlfriend dropped a little wine on your carpet,
Darn it.
Nice.
Well, it's a crime to drop wine, maybe water, but man. All right. You know what? This is a hot start, and I don't want to go too far because I got to take some breaks. We got to do interviews. We're going to be doing one live interview. That's with the matchmaker, Deanna Lorraine, at 10:30. And then we've got Joe Dalton, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild, calling all the way from Efrat, Israel. Drew Berquist, the CIA guy, who now I got his number, by the way, and he said he might have to kill me if I don't give it up. Cheryl Chumley, calling all the way from Virginia, the Washington Times online editor. We're going to take our first break. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla. Or call 314-3300. That's 314-3300.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community born, community raised, community serving.
Everything you need to do everything you want. Right now at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Receive 0% APR financing for 60 months on the all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT or $2,250 in total cash allowance. So feel confident. The 2018 Equinox LT delivers everything. Stop in today at Fairground Auto Plaza, 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla. For full details, Chevy find new roads.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
It's starting to smell more and more like collusion collusion to, I think, the public.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it's beginning to look a lot like collusion.
If they just do their work and do their job, they will find out it was collusion. And I believe this president should be impeached. I don't care what others say about it's too soon, we don't know, we think. What more do we need?
Well, for more than a year, we've listened to elected Democrats and the media who assiduously serve them howl about Russian collusion and why we need a far-reaching, all-powerful investigation to uncover it, and how you're unpatriotic if you've got questions about that. Well, we got our investigation, and it has not found a whiff of evidence that anybody in the Trump campaign colluded with Vladimir Putin. So now these same people who have been yelling at us for a year about this have decided to forget they ever said anything like this. They're now claiming collusion was never the point at all.
Yeah, collusion never the point at all, right? Anything they can find to stick it to Donald Trump. And you know what? I put out a question on Facebook the other day and Twitter now because of my son. It automatically goes to Twitter. Do you think Mueller is? Huh?
That's a thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're welcome.
I was giving you credit.
Oh, I appreciate that.
What do I got to do? Kiss your toes?
Please don't.
Go to your room. So, in fact, you ought to tape that. Go to your room. I'm getting tired of saying it.
Well, there'll be plenty of opportunities. I'm getting tired of you saying it, so it works out.
Kiss
right?
my tuchus. Ooh, that's one of mine.
Well, you can say ass.
No, you can't. No, that's a new FCC rule. We're going to be off the air in 2 minutes. Isn't that right, Stan?
I can't comment on that.
Yeah, because you can't say the word.
Well,
it's wrong.
Oh, thank you for
It's almost like saying dopey. Because you can't say that.
You just said it.
I was told by a certain lawyers. By the way, I'm sorry. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm sorry about that. I got lost.
You talking to me?
What's your name, sir?
You talking to me?
Yeah. Hey, we do the jokes here. Stop it. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Dave, I'm calling from Rolla, and you know who I am.
Yeah.
Have you been waiting for my call?
Who is it?
I don't know. Have we been waiting for your call?
I know that Stan...
Oh, Big Al!
There you go. There you go.
I thought it was Governor Greitens.
World renowned.
Calling to confess and or get off. Okay, Big Al, what's up?
Well, listen, first of all, I called to congratulate you. It's been a few weeks since I've spoken to you, since we were on the same soil.
Yes.
But we are now off of the same soil.
I understand. Ooh.
But hey, like I said, I want to congratulate you, man. It sounds like things are going up. I read your article, and of course, knew that you'd be able to find a new home over there.
Well, apparently you lived part of that too. So.
Well, listen, I've lived through that whole experience, man, and unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way that I had hoped that things would. But hey. That's radio, man. That's show
right.
business.
Life goes on. You landed on your feet. I landed on my feet. And, God bless America.
That's right,
What
man.
a great country.
Yeah, but, like I said, it's probably been a good change for you. I mean, kind of listen to that funny little talking point about making rockers talkers. That was a pretty good one there.
That was done by my caller, Martha.
I was thinking, there's nothing better than to listen to a nice Pink Floyd song. It fades out, and then fading in is the shrieks of Dave Weinbaum on the radio.
The shrieks.
That's very good, Al. I you know what? I'm not mad at all about that description. I kind of I represent that.
Yeah,
I represent that.
But listen, I like I said, man, you've worked hard, and
Thank you.
know the business of radio now. It's a lot of hard work. And when you start to, present yourself as a marketable commodity, it presents a big problem in the life of radio.
And you know what? Just because of that, I'm going to play my first song.
Oh, are you now?
Wait, no, hang on. We're getting hand signals. We're not.
All right,
playing
hand
that.
signals.
We're not
ready
right
yet.
now. Hang on.
Well, you got to. This is. I got new producers here, so we're gonna. I got to give them a little leeway.
Gotcha.
How about Writers on the Song by the Doors, baby? That's what we're. Riders of the Storm.
Riders of
what
the Storm.
What do you think, Stan? You got it?
He's getting it.
All right, he's getting it right now. Big Al, thank you for calling.
Hey,
okay, we can be friends again now.
We can be friends again. Hey, I want to let you know.
Well, I thought you were undermining me there for a while.
No, Dave, come on, man. It's a tough business in the radio business when you work hard to get where you are, and you don't even see, a morsel of any extra dough in probably about 9 years that you're there. So that's a tough gig to go. But hey, listen, you ever want to come by, say hi, come by Stallman Power Sports. Ricky's on the harmonica. Got lead vocals by Steve Piney, and sitting on the bass, drums, everything like that is Tyler. So come on
what's
out
your
and say
address so
hi.
we can charge you for this commercial?
All right, well, listen, have a good one, man.
All right, you too. Thanks. All right, so I guess we're not going to get that right away then. I'll just keep on talking then.
There you go.
What?
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working
it. All right, so you know what? You got this is Stan's. This I don't care how good you are or how experienced you are. You're going to have. Am I on the air?
Oh yeah, you're good. You're good.
All
Sorry.
right. I don't care how good and how experienced you are. You know, when you're doing something new, there's going to be stuff that happens. Yeah. I mean, a lot of it was mechanical, and some of it is just knowing where to go. By the third show, Stan will be doing this in his sleep.
Yeah, no pressure here. No pressure.
There's no problem. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I've got a few years.
There's a good attitude. This is what I like. There's a good attitude. It's like people are pulling for each other here. People want to do a good job. That is a big deal. It's not like that in all places. It's not like that. We're all trying to help each other here, all right? And sometimes we screw up. Sometimes the phones screw up. So, it's a family, all right? And we like this. And I got my kid here. I got my girlfriend here. Oh, I understand. And the owner who walked in. Oh, I know. I realize. But if I'm going to do you, I got to do you last because I got to have a special place on your tuchus to kiss your ass.
The dog.
He wants to look at
your dog.
Oh, where's my dog? I don't know. We lost him.
He ran away today.
He ran away, I think.
He did again?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Little jerk. I tried to get him out to go to my car, and he disappeared.
Hashtag
Ralphie.
Hashtag
Ralphie.
find
By the
Ralphie.
way, there is a special fan I want to give a call out to because we went from the other station now to 92.9, and so my bird Malcolm has a radio by him. Now he is actually singing. He is singing to the K Kid songs.
Oh wow!
To the Doors.
How cool is it? To the Doors. He loves the Doors. Hi there, welcome. Oh, is that him? Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chester from north of Duluth.
Okay, what's the news, Chester?
Okay, the president is speaking on CPAC at the CPAC conference. It's on Fox News, but I got to switch off from you if I want to watch it, so I'd rather listen to you.
All right, why don't you? All right. No, you listen to me. You listen to me.
They're giving little bullet blogs.
Yeah, all right.
Tracking it, so you can always go to it to read it afterwards on FoxNews.com.
Okay, all right. If anyone else is watching it, Chester is going to loyally listen to me, and you could watch TV and probably listen to me at the same time if you can multitask. So thank you, Chester. I appreciate it. All right, you want to call the show, 573-364-4433, and we are streaming live. Aaron, you have a little addition to that, right?
I do have a little addition. So we are streaming live right now. If you're a fan of the Facebook page, usually we put links all the time. It's facebook.com/The Dave Weinbaum. You can go to DaveWeinbaum.com. But
slow down,
Oh, slow down?
Yes. I mean, the people are they're writing this down or saying, well, why is he talking so fast?
This is the part where I want to make it real easy.
Okay, well.
And you interrupted me. Can I? Do I have your permission to continue, sir?
God, this is a nightmare. Oh. You raise these kids, and you do your best, and what do you get out of it? You get all this disrespect. Go ahead, finish.
Oh, I can go now. All right. So, if you have any type of podcast listening app whatsoever, all you need to do is search for the Dave Weinbaum Show. It will pull up the most recent episode, and you can listen that way. You can share with a friend. That's it. That's all I have, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
If anybody wants a real explanation of that, you better call up because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Do you know what the hell he's talking about?
I have a clue.
If you can listen to a podcast, you can listen to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Oh gosh. I think FM radio is a little too much for you, but
I know.
Frequency modulation.
All right, listen to me. I want to do.
Thank you, Stan.
Okay, can you key into the interviews?
I can, but I got Riders on the Storm.
Okay, let's do Riders on the Storm right now. Hit it.
Riders on the storm. Riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone, riders on the storm. There's a killer on the road, his brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday, let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road, Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand, make him understand. The world on you depends, our life will never end. Gotta love your man.
Hey, we're back. Riders on the storm, baby. That's what me and Big Al been. You know, we rode that storm, and we got washed on shore. We got washed away on shore, but we survived. Dang it. You go online, go to DaveWeinbaum.com. You can read the whole story about what happened to me. And it's pretty accurate. You know, I left out some of the nastiness, but it was pretty accurate as to what happened. And, well, it wasn't just that they lost me. They lost all my sponsors, too. And I don't think they were counting on that. I think they were figuring, oh, we'll keep the sponsors. What I really believe is that I think they figured this guy's approaching 70. He's not going to do this anymore. He's done. He's done. We're just going to take his sponsors, and you know they'll stay with us. And guess what? Not one of them stayed. 26 sponsors. They all left. Okay, isn't that incredible?
It is.
I mean, you know, you don't expect
That's
that.
loyalty.
Yeah, I mean, you like to think there's loyalty, and a lot of times it doesn't happen.
Right.
And but you know, when it does happen, you got to sit back and say, "Holy cow!"
Right.
Holy cow! That's the biggest form of love, I believe, is loyalty. You know, despite the faults and the arguments and stuff like that. You listen to this, honey?
Yes, I
Oops,
am.
I'm sorry. Did I hit you hard? Oh, I'm sorry. I hit her with my pad, but I got her with the corner. I wasn't meant to hurt. Sorry, honey.
I was looking for the reporter's name that did the story for the Phelps County Focus on that.
Oh, it was R.D. Hohenfeld.
Yes.
Yeah, R.D. Hohenfeld.
Yes.
So go to my
Nice-
site,
nice
and while you're listening to Trump and to this show, you could read that column, and then we know that you would be a radio board person because you can multitask. Because Stan's over here going crazy with this.
I'm good.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Did you take your meds this morning?
Oh, I always do.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're a little subtle. You're a little sedated. A little.
Really?
Yeah, I've never seen you this calm.
Well, it's because I'm not the main focus of this show.
No, I get you. I
are.
get you. You're acting. Right now, Stan is acting. He is not his old boisterous self. And that's good because, you know, he's taken a second tier and all that. And if I was in his position, I would do the same exact thing. I would be, like an old jockstrap supporting. Well, I don't know if I want to go there. Do I want to go there?
No,
I don't.
stay away.
Thanks. So I've got my girlfriend Lisa Strausser in here, who sometimes she's the voice of reason, not all the time, but that time she was. By the way, I got to talk about this news flash. Missouri Governor Greitens indicted for felony invasion of privacy after a consensual affair, and that's a felony charge, all right? Now, I got to say this. Anyone can be indicted, but that's, it's still, that's a felony, and he's indicted, so probably I don't know if they impeach people. Can you impeach a governor? And he was doing a good job. The dope, you're a dope. But, all I got to say, this is in my case, indicted but never convicted. So, no, I haven't been indicted yet. But you never know when you're on a political talk show like this. You could be, I know I'm politically incorrect. All right, you want to call the show, 573-364-4433. But we're going to take our second break right now. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show, K-Kid 92.9.
If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring. Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave. Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook.
Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated. Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
We live in the country, and our gravel driveway is always washing out. After every rain, we'd have ruts, bumps, and a guest would complain about muddy shoes walking to the house. Well, it took just one call to Melrose Asphalt to solve those problems for good. For a free estimate, give a call to Melrose Asphalt for paving, sealing, and even quarry products, and find out how easy and economical it could be. Give Melrose Asphalt a call at 364-9101, 364-9101.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit our website at forumdental.com.
Well, I've revised it certainly in the last week, which I think has been one of the worst ever weeks for the FBI in its 109-year history, Tuck. And I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. One, take the Russia investigation. Donald Trump is President of the United States now and has been for just over a year. But there remains zero evidence that says that he colluded with anyone from Russia in any attempt to fix a U.S. election. That's just a fact. Now, Mueller may have some secret evidence, but he hasn't produced it. So right now, there is no evidence linking Trump to any collusion. So that then prompts the question, well, okay, but we now know there was Russian meddling in the U.S. election. We don't know quite the scale of it. It may be, as Britt just said, reasonably small and not that significant. But there was meddling, and you would expect that. But whose job was it to deal with that meddling, to stop it happening? Well, that would be the previous president, Barack Obama.
See, here's where I disagree with Piers Morgan, and that is there was collusion. We have proof of collusion. And no, it was not Donald Trump. It was Hillary Clinton. It was Barack Obama. They colluded with the Russians. They colluded on Uranium One way back in the 2009-2010 era when Hillary got $450 million donated in a very short period of time by some Russians into the Clinton Foundation, and Bill got a $500,000 payment for a 1-hour speech in Moscow. Now, nothing like that happened before, and nothing like that has happened after. So right around that time is when Hillary, as part of a committee, signed off on selling 20% of her uranium to Russia. That is collusion. And guess who was investigating that? Guess who?
Mueller.
Where's my...
Bueller.
You got to do Mueller. You got to...
Do you want me to call Ben Stein and see if he'll just kind of redo the whole thing?
Record me doing it.
Record you doing it.
That's right.
What's $150 million?
It was $150 million that she got instead of $450 million.
All right, anybody? All right, got $150 million. Do we hear $151 million? How about $500,000 more? All right. Well, that's not what I heard. But you know what difference? What difference at this point does it make? All right, right now we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to Joe Dalton. Listen up now. This is the Pregnancy Resource Center, the most amazing pregnancy center in America, maybe the world. They have the best record of saving babies of anyone out there. Hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, head of the Pregnancy Resource Center, saving babies every day, along with wife Jane, Joe Dalton. Hi, Joe. How are you doing?
Great, Dave. Thanks for having me.
As a supporter of the Pregnancy Resource Center, I know what the Pregnancy Resource Center does. Can you share this with my listeners?
Absolutely, Dave. Thank you. The Pregnancy Resource Center is what most people consider to be a crisis pregnancy center. Some people don't like that description. They say, no, to God, nothing's a crisis, which is true. But the reality is when women first find out they're pregnant, they are in a crisis. They're freaking out. So we are there to help with that situation, help diffuse that situation. We coach them through the difficulty. We coach them through the problem as they perceive it. And eventually on the other side, they end up choosing life for their baby. That's the whole goal.
Hey, when I think of the Pregnancy Center, I think focused and relevant. Your thoughts?
Focused and relevant. Wow, there's a lot to talk about there. What I think about when you say focused and relevant is that our job has to be focused on abortion-minded clients, people that are considering abortion today. So 100% of what we do at the Pregnancy Center, our staffing, our advertising, all of our focus is on the abortion-minded client. Now, we serve other people as well, but we're focused on them. If we weren't focused on them, we wouldn't be successful. And then when I think of relevant, we're a relevant organization because we're successful, and God gets the credit for that. But this past year, for example, 268 babies were saved from abortion and none were lost. So that's relevant. So when when a potential donor is considering where they're going to donate their hard-earned money, they want the organization they donate to be relevant, because otherwise, why would they do it? But we have the proofs in the pudding, if you will, that we're successful in what we do.
By the way, your record is probably the best in the country. In fact, it can't be any better than perfect, can it?
Right, and again, we do give God credit for all that, but we're at a 99.7% success rate over an 11-year span since we started, and yeah, I've never heard of a higher claim than that.
Now, our 12th annual banquet for life is coming up March the 8th on Thursday night. Can you tell me about that event, please?
Yes. For those that have been to our banquet before, they know exactly what to expect. It's an amazing evening, wonderful food, of course, because Chartwell's is doing it, but and we'll have a great keynote speaker as well. But if you can imagine 58 different churches being represented under one roof, and synagogues.
And one Jew.
Nothing personal.
That'd be me. Well, my son and his wife.
At any rate, 58 different churches under one roof, all coming together to support life. So it's not a denominational thing. It is a bunch of people that believe in the cause of life coming together to support babies. We'll have an amazing keynote address from a nationally known comedian, actually Mike Williams. And we're getting rumors that Congressman Jason Smith will be joining us as well.
Terrific. Hey, how do we get signed up?
Okay, everybody go to supportmyprc.com. That's the easiest way. So it's www.supportmyprc.com. You'll see a picture come up of our beautiful triplets. Click on that picture, and it'll take you right into a place where you can register. If you prefer to do it by phone, call us today. The number there is 573-368-5700. Again, that's 573-368-5700.
Hey, Joe, didn't you used to be a fishmonger?
I did.
Yes, you did. Well, then I have a question for you. What kind of trees do fish sticks grow on? Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Dalton of the great Pregnancy Resource Center, and we want you to show up at the banquet Thursday, the 8th. So give him a call or go online and, make arrangements to come. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Dave. God bless.
God bless. Pregnancy Resource Centers, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, do they do a good job in Rolla. And, I'm the token Jew there, and they're a very, very Christian, religious organization, and they sort of tolerate me there. And no, I actually I feel like I'm a big part of that. Feel very welcome in there, sort of like I feel here. And everybody's trying to save babies. It's all focused on a certain goal. It's focused and it's relevant, as Joe was talking about. So hopefully we got Pastor Pat coming and her whole flock. They're from her church, the Ministry of Light and Life. So Pastor Pat, you're listening. Let's go too. Let's get them all out there, for goodness sakes, because this is a big deal. All right, this is saving babies. All this stuff about saving children in school, you don't hear a darn thing about saving babies from abortion. And we're not doing it by, they're not doing it by any other way than convincing people that, well, maybe there's another way to do things. Maybe if you get a little help here and there, maybe if we can help you after the babies are born, which they do, maybe we can give you a place to stay while you're pregnant, and maybe even some time afterwards. Maybe if we can help you get a job and give you advice on how to take care of the baby, maybe you'll feel pretty good about this. We had one gal named Kelsey Hedges who had twins. Now, I did an interview with her on the other station, and you know what? She went to this Life March thing, babies in Congress. So she met with Congress, and the day after that, they were having this march for babies in D.C. Well, it was known then that President Donald Trump, who's speaking right now, was going to be the first president that spoke during the march. And because she was there, she was chosen amongst, I don't know how many babies were there with moms. She was chosen to stand right behind the president while he gave the speech. That's the gal that I interviewed. She's standing behind the president of the United States while he's giving a pro-life speech. How cool was that? Now let's get back to some politics. And if you want to call the show, 573-364-4433. Stan, we're going to hear from our last president of the United States, so listen up, Barack Hussein Obama.
There is no serious person out there who would suggest somehow that you could even rig America's elections, in part because they're so decentralized and the numbers of votes involved. There's no evidence that that has happened in the past or that there are instances in which that will happen this time. And so I'd advise Mr. Trump to stop whining and go try to make his case to get votes. And if he got the most votes, then it would be my expectation of Hillary Clinton to offer a gracious concession speech and pledge to work with him in order to make sure that the American people benefit from an effective government.
That's right.
All right, we got Barack Hussein Obama. I was answering a message from an upcoming interview, Deanna Lorraine, and she's always checking about, when do I come on? You know, because she's in San Diego, so it's 2 hours earlier. It's kind of hard to detect. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Lynn.
Lynn? Steelville, Lynn?
Steelville.
Okay.
Hey, I called to talk to Lisa.
Speak up a little bit. No, she can't talk to you. No. She's not allowed.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to ask her?
Well, then I have a question for you.
Oh, no, don't start this. What do you want to start this for?
No, I want to ask you about Obama.
Okay, yes.
Do you think that we'll be able, that eventually they'll follow it all the way up the chain to Obama and he could be prosecuted?
Yes. You know what? I got stuff on.
You just made my day.
You know what? I've got Jeff Sessions on very shortly. He did an interview with Maria Bartiromo. And he says he's got 27 investigations out there, and it's got to be leading into Hillary and Obama, and even Rush comments on that, and I've got him on the show too. So I got this covered. This is why you listen. This is why you listen to this show, because I'm working on this night and day. You know, I start prepping my show Saturday. I go into a coma Friday afternoons, and then I wake up Saturday morning looking for what I can do next week. I'm dead serious. Am I right, honey?
This is correct.
Yes.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Lisa.
Bye. Thanks for calling.
Bye. Okay, that's enough. You don't talk to Lisa anymore.
Call back.
Okay.
Call back.
No. Hi there. No, you can't call back. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave. Not you. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Jim, and I'm calling from Licking.
Hi, Jim. What's up, man?
Well, I wanted to address the cowardice of that school resource officer down there in Florida.
Yeah.
Now, in any other occupation, when you fail to do your job, you are held up to a certain amount of responsibility. This individual, not only did he fail at his job, he hid.
Yep.
He hid while people were losing their lives. Now, why is it not relevant to be doing something about an individual who's failed so miserably?
Well, they suspended him without pay, and then he resigned. I mean, what are you going to do? Yeah, what do you want to do with the guy? I mean, you know, he was a coward. All right, there's no doubt about it. That's why you have more than one guy with arms. You got to have a little of insurance there, because once in a while you're going to have somebody that chickens out.
Well, precisely. But you have the failure of every single authoritarian involved in this. The FBI, the local police, everyone.
There's no
failed at
doubt
the
about
most ultimate level.
But you know, and I know that you got to have at least probably 10, 15 guns, people armed there, who can go to these safes in school and get these guns within seconds of a problem. Instead of
two individuals properly posted at a school could stop.
Well, it depends on the size of the
shooting
school.
Incident.
I mean, when I went to high school, our high school was 65 acres. It was the largest school grounds ever, and it may still be Evanston Township High School. So you got to have some coverage depending on the size of the school. I'm wondering what they're doing here in Rolla. I want to know what's going on in Waynesville, in Cuba. What are we doing about this locally? Because it could happen to us.
Well, as far as the numbers go, that could be debated, but there should be people there.
You got it, Jim.
There should be armed individuals to prevent this from happening. We have them located everywhere else except a school. That is completely unacceptable.
It's totally backwards. You're right. All right, thanks, Jim. I appreciate the call. And we're going to take another break. Do we have another caller? No? Okay, we're going to take another break. Why? Because we can. And the other thing is, I want you to spend money at my sponsors who followed me over for my last gig. Can you imagine that? How loyal they are. These are the kind of people you want to do business with. You know why? Because if they're showing that kind of loyalty to me, they're going to show it to you. They're going to take the extra step to make you happy. So I want you going over there and buying stuff and telling me you listen to the show. Who knows? They'll give you a special deal. Probably if you mention my name, they'll charge you double. So but I want you to go there and tell them. Dave Weinbaum sent you. Okay? Because it makes me look good, and it makes you look good to them because they like to think that their investment is working for them. All right, this is the Dave Weinbaum Show.
Strength you can depend on. The 2018 Silverados. Right now at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla, receive $9,678 in total value savings on the 2015 Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star 4-wheel drive. Don't compromise on your truck decision. It's simple. The 2018 Chevy Silverados. Visit Fairground Auto Plaza, 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy Roads.
When it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. With over 37 years of combined experience in the title insurance industry, the staff at Premier Title Group is ready to help you with all your real estate transactions in Phelps, Crawford, Dent, Marys, Pulaski, and Texas counties. With unmatched customer service and one of the friendliest staffs in the area, you will find that at Premier Title Group, we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction. Tell your realtor and lender that you choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control. Community born, community raised, community serving.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
We live in the country, and our gravel driveway is always washing out. After every rain, we'd have ruts, bumps, and a guest would complain about muddy shoes walking to the house. Well, it took just one call to Melrose Asphalt to solve those problems for good. For a free estimate, give a call to Melrose Asphalt for paving, sealing, and even quarry products, and find out how easy and economical it could be. Give Melrose Asphalt a call at 364-9101, 364-9101.
Reality check number 36. Shouldn't your personal banker know you, well, personally? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. The first thing we do is get to know you. Are you a planner or a last-second guy? Have a house full of crazy kids or an empty nest? We aren't just your banker. We're your neighbor who helps with money. We might even spring for a cup next time we see you in the coffee shop. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
KKID, Salem, Rolla.
This guy was identified by everybody that knew him. The FBI knew who he was. The solution to me, and I know this is going to cause all kinds of angst, the solution is we need concealed carry in these schools. If we are really serious about protecting the kids, we need a mechanism to be defensive when this kind of thing, if we're not going to take action to stop it, we better have mechanisms in these schools to stop it when it breaks out. If we don't do that, and all the rest of this is nothing more than political posturing for the 2018 midterms and the 2020 election.
You see, you don't have to listen to anything else. I've got this covered. I've got it covered each way you can think of. All right? So don't worry about it. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Lee, Richland.
Hi, Lee. What's up, man?
Yes, the people have been making some comments about the armed officer at the school in Florida that did not respond in a proper way,
right.
Apparently. Well, we've had deserters in our military before, but thank goodness most of our soldiers pushed forward and went and put their life on the line, and that's why we have our freedoms right now. Is you don't take a example of a few situations. We have many of our guys that went forward, gave their lives, or took the chance of losing their lives for our freedoms.
Well,
those that don't like our laws and our Constitution, get a piece of driftwood and float to some other country, and you should be happy there. You should go along with some of these other celebrities that already moved out of the country whenever Donald Trump won. So, that's...
Well, I'm thinking of that... remember that the big football coach there, Frias? You know, the big, great man who went after this kid blocking bullets with his huge body, blocked 8 bullets. He should have had a gun. He should have been able to fire back and not use his body to do that. But what a brave guy that was.
If he did, a bunch of liberals would have been mad.
Who cares?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's what you would have heard, though.
Screw them. He would have saved a whole bunch of kids.
Yes.
All right? And liberals don't care about that. They just want the issue. They want the issue. They don't give a damn about that. Otherwise, this would have been solved in the first 2 years of Barack Hussein Obama when he had full control of the Congress. Okay? Lee is still there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I was harsh with you. I didn't mean to be. All right, listen.
You're older than me. I call you sir.
I'm older than everybody. All right, thanks a lot. You have a good weekend. I got another caller here. All right. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Joan from Salem.
Joan, you found me. How you doing?
I sure did.
And what's this stuff about boyfriend? And I don't understand what you were saying there.
I think you've outgrown the term boy.
If she thinks I'm a boy, and don't listen to this, Lisa. If she thinks I'm a boy and I've got her fooled, why should you care?
I'm getting new glasses.
Well, I don't really care if you're delusional. That's another problem.
Not delusional. It's you get to a certain age, you got to use trickery. You know.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah, Joan. She's throwing. Wait a minute, you like her? She comes onto the parking lot in Raleigh. She throws seeds onto the asphalt.
A plum seed.
And then she claims she's trying to grow a garden or something in our parking lot.
Oh, she's not throwing them at you. In the
was there
into a prune instead of a plum.
Wait a minute. Are you? What are you trying to say? A prune, old. All right, now you're going real deep here, Joan. Did you want to say anything politically, or you just want to cut me down?
I was going to till you had me.
Well, go ahead. It's a 3-hour show, but it's not a 4-hour show.
Hey, let her talk. She's entertaining me here.
I just read a little bit ago that there were 3 armed guards on that campus, and not a one of them went over there.
Whoa! Well, that's breaking news right there.
What I would like to know is why we don't have the same kind of security you would have at an international airport.
You know what? You know what they ought to be doing? Oh, you're absolutely right. You know what they ought to do is they ought to put police stations to relocate to these high schools, and maybe substations at the younger schools. Okay.
As you know, Dave, I have 2 teachers that are my daughters.
Yeah.
And I think that one of the schools, at least, I think they have to have a card to get in. It's like a security card. You can't just walk over to that school and go in the door. You have to be turned in. They have to know you're coming in.
And they ought to have metal detectors in the works. I mean,
yes,
look at the protection these congressmen and senators have, and the president. All this armed guards, and there's nothing in the schools.
He made that statement the other night. You know, that they need to have the same kind of security. He said when he goes over to the Fox building, he can't get in without a key card. He can't get in without being wanded. He can't get in without dumping out, his pockets, everything that he's got. And they know who he is.
Yeah.
He's an internet. He's a national figure. You know, they know.
Right, exactly. No, you're right.
If they can do that at those kind of entities, why not our schools?
Well, you certainly
pay enough school taxes.
You certainly got a president now who is going to work on this, and he's saying what you're saying. You got to have security in these schools, and I think he's going to get it done. Where was Obama on all these killings under Obama and Bush and Clinton? All these shootings, and they didn't do a damn thing except try to take away our Second Amendment rights.
Well, where are they going to stop, you know?
Yeah, exactly. All right, Joan, I got to get going here. I got 3 hours, but thank you so much for calling. All right, quit giving my girlfriend these ideas somehow that I'm old. All right, what are you looking at? Stop looking at me. And you are mocking my joke, about the fish sticks.
I didn't realize that was an actual joke.
It was a joke, and you know what? You're still talking about it. Think about that.
That's all I heard.
Yeah, thank you. Was that you, Stan?
No,
okay.
It was him.
That was good. But, but that's all right because you're still thinking about it. You're still talking about it. Mm-hmm. I did my best in stand-up comedy. I knew I did my best when I was on open mic night, and I was third, and there was like 10 people up there, and the 7 people after me commented on me. What is that short, bald guy doing? What's wrong with him? Blah, blah, blah. And you know what? That's when I knew I killed that night because they couldn't think of anything else to say but talk about me. Holy cow. All right, what do I got? Oh, we got the rabbi. Wait a minute. Okay. What do you know about funny, you bastard?
I haven't
What do you know about funny?
You bastard.
If, there you go. That was good. If I was a rich man, there's
a kill switch, right?
All day long I'd biddy bum if I were a wealthy man. All right, the rabbi. What an introduction that was. We don't have the song anymore.
Amazing.
So. Hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, special treat time, star of the Dave Weinbaum Show, second most powerful person in Israel and in his own home, according to his wife Yunit, the official rabbi to Rolla and St. James, Missouri, and soon to be anointed, the rabbi to the Third Temple, Rabbi Moshe Rachel, calling from Efrat, Israel. How are you, Rabbi?
Yeah, I'm doing good, Dave. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, the Austria is trying to help Israel join the UN Security Council. Like, this is ever going to happen?
I'd be surprised if it happened, but that would be amazing.
Wow.
The Security Council has permanent members, and then it has rotating members. So, you know what? I'd be surprised, but it could happen. It could happen. And I think the rotating countries get a 3-year term.
Yeah.
As opposed to the permanent members like China, Russia, and the United States. The rotating countries get 3 years. It could happen. I'd love it. It'd be great.
But you're not scooping here. You're not predicting that one, right?
I can't go out on a limb and predict that.
All right, but you did go out on a limb on the West Bank annexation that Israel was going to do.
I did.
And?
I did, but I think it's going to happen. But we're getting a little sidetracked with the left-wingers here attacking our prime minister. Today it was reported, though, that the more they attack him, the better he's doing in the polls. Right now, they're showing an incredible increase in support for the prime minister and his party, even though the left wing and the media are attacking him, trying to attach all these different investigations to him. But his poll numbers are sky high.
Well, isn't that interesting? Maybe Mueller won't be indicting Donald Trump because his poll numbers are high. Hey, listen, Israel. Go ahead.
I don't know
Rabbi.
the poll numbers for Trump, but I mean, he's being attacked, as well. If the left wing can't win on issues, they always try to use the court system.
Right.
That's like that's their playbook, no matter what country they're in.
Hey, Israel is going to sell $15 billion of natural gas to Egypt. When did they find this?
Yeah, so we have a huge natural gas field off the coast of the Mediterranean. They call it the Leviathan. And we are now an exporter. We have enough gas we found for at least another 50 to 75 years. And Israel's now an exporter of natural gas. That money, while a lot of it is the natural gas field is privately owned, but the government has a large stake in it as well. So it's going to really benefit the citizens of Israel and the taxpayers here. There'll be a huge profit for us in the natural gas exporting.
Hey, Hezbollah, it said that Hezbollah could fire 500,000 rockets at Israel. What's Iran's involvement here? Are we on a collision course with them over that in Syria?
Yes, we absolutely are. And Iran is trying to become, they have been for years, the regional power. And, the silver lining is that it has, created much better relationship between Israel and many of the Arab states because they are afraid of Iran and they know that Israel is the strong man in the region and we can take care of Iran. So it's caused a lot of the countries here in the region to cozy up to Israel, including Saudi Arabia, our traditional enemies, where you cannot enter Saudi Arabia with Israel stamped in your passport. And now we're becoming buddies because they're afraid of Iran.
Yeah, and you're going to be a tour guide there in Saudi Arabia, is that right? Yeah.
I'll be offering tours,
Good for you.
Arabia before you
Good
know
for
it.
you. I don't know if we'll see that in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Russia on all this?
Yeah.
That's a key thing. Where's Russia on all this?
Well, Russia, has been supplying Iran with the anti-aircraft defense, and Russia is a very complicated situation. I mean, we feel like we're going back to the 1970s, where Russia is backing the Arabs and the United States is backing the state of Israel. Russia is now, Iran's a strategic partner for them, a financial partner for them, and the missiles that shot down an Israeli jet last week were old Russian anti-aircraft fire.
Interesting.
So it's complicated with the Russians.
All right, Rabbi, you're going to make an appearance here pretty soon. What's the date?
March 4th, Sunday, March 4th. At
What time?
3:30 in the afternoon.
3:30, okay.
Pastor Pat's Church in St. James, City of Life and Light Ministries. You're all invited to come.
There you go. Hopefully we can get you a big crowd there.
I guarantee you I'll give you a good scoop there. You come and I'll...
All right, I want 2 scoops. No, I'm a little greedy right now. I want 2 scoops. Like Donald Trump. You get 1 scoop, I get 2 scoops. Hey, listen, did you hear about the Eastern European who worked for AT&T?
No.
Yeah, he was a telephone pole. Rabbi Moshe Rothschild calling all the way from Efrat, Israel. Thank you so much, Rabbi. Hi to Unit and the kids.
All right, Dave.
Lisa says hi.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
You got it.
Thanks.
Hi to Lisa. Bye-bye.
I find the Groners take a little time to get overseas and come back because he was calling me from Efrat, Israel, and what a great guy he is. What a great guy. And before we have a news flash, before I go any further, my girlfriend Lisa Strasser has a headline she wants to tell you about. Hit it.
Well, Dave, I see here that the cop who is a coward in Florida is having his home guarded by at least 6 police officers. Do you think they have guns?
Do you think they have guns? Yes, I think they have guns.
Really?
Yeah, and you know what we got coming up? At 10:30, we've got Deanna Lorraine, who is she's official matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show. And we got that coming up, when? In a couple minutes?
About 15
About
minutes.
15 minutes, all right? Remind me about, I know this is going to be tough, but remind me about 5 minutes before, all right? Because I'm gonna play a little song to introduce her, okay? All right.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to do the next commercial, if you don't mind. We're going to take another break, and then we'll be right back. I got literally tons of stuff to talk about. You know, I used to complain I needed more time, and then I got 3 hours. The first show, I didn't know what to do with it all, and then now I need more time. It's incredible. Well, look at all the stuff I got to talk about.
Yeah,
well, where is it?
Got pages.
No, wait, no. Wait. No, that's her. Look, I've gotten to this, to there.
Wow.
And I've got this much more to do. Okay? All right, so we're not going to have any problems getting great information out. The only thing I want to make sure is I prioritize it right. All right. We're going to take a break. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show on K-Kid 92.9.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Everything you need to do everything you want. Right now at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Receive 0% APR financing for 60 months on the all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT or $2,250 in total cash allowance. So feel confident. The 2018 Equinox LT delivers everything. Stop in today at Fairground Auto Plaza, 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Jerry opened the letter. An eviction notice? He and his family couldn't bear to move again. It was warm and they had plenty of space for their acorns. Anxiety took a hold of him. Then suddenly...
You've got squirrels in your engine and they chew through the wiring.
And it was covered, thanks to a farmer's agent. Engine Bay Squatters, May 23rd, 2015. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call Steve Bowles and Rolla at 308-1977. Keep warm by taking advantage of great deals at the Rolla Farmers Exchange. Keep your feet warm and dry with a pair of mug boots and save $25 off our already low prices. Save 10% on Carhartt outerwear, coats, vests, and more, and get $12 off Carhartt insulated bib coveralls. There's more great prices throughout the store. That's only at the Rolla Farmers Exchange, located off of Highway 72, across from Highway F in Rolla. Open 7 days a week.
It's a hot tub sale at Sun and Fun Pool Spa and Billiards in Rolla. Let Sun and Fun help you get the hot tub you've always wanted, and the health benefits are truly unbelievable. Right now, get an additional $500 off any floor model hot tub in stock. Sun and Fun also wants you to know they do all installations in-house for your satisfaction. Sun and Fun Pool Spa and Billiards in Rolla, your home vacation destination. Located at 402 6th Street in Rolla, or give them a call at 364-3555.
There's a story behind every smile, and everyone wants a smile they feel good about. So whatever your story may be, we'd like to be a part of it. With your community health center dental clinic, a bright smile is in your future. We strive to provide quality dental care in our community. We accept self-pay on a sliding fee scale, Medicaid, Medicaid managed care, Medicare, and most private insurance. Call one of our friendly staff members to schedule an appointment with Dr. Otis or Dr. Stuck at 573-426-6718. Your community, your health.
We've had to subpoena, we've had to threaten contempt, but this is kind of, we're having a showdown between the legislative branch and the executive branch. And just going to what you talked about to open up this segment, the facts are not bearing out to what the Democrats wanted it to be. because we have found collusion. We found collusion between the Democrats, specifically the Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee and the Russians. However, it doesn't seem to be like that. Nobody's interested in that collusion. We've also found felony leaks. Nobody seems to be interested in getting to the bottom of the felony leaks. So it's part of what House Intelligence Committee, led by the Republicans, are trying to get to the bottom of, despite we're up against a lot of odds. We're not getting help from the Democrats in the House, and we're also not getting any help from the mainstream media.
And that was Devin Nunes. And I had forgot, but my friend Congressman Rodney Davis brought him to a Cardinal game, and I met and talked to this guy for a long time, a couple years ago. And it's interesting. He's from Portuguese ancestry, and he's in Central California, where they were saving this this kind of little fish by taking all the fresh water out of California, the farmland there, and dumping it into the San Francisco Bay. That's how Californians solve problems. So naturally, now that they got a drought, they got real problems down there. Anyways, you know what we're going to do? We're going to play a little song in prelude to the Deanna Lorraine interview, which is coming up live at 10:30. So hit it, Stan.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see.
For Papa, make him a scholar.
For Mama, make him rich as a king.
For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own. Since when are
All
you
right,
interested
that's a
in the
prelude to what's coming up next. And I think this is a mistake. I think I made it. Honey, can you go out for a while? And I think you need to go grocery shopping or something, you know?
Do you want me to call into the show?
Maybe you should do it again. Yeah, call into the show.
Do you want me to call into the show?
Yeah,
I can do that.
That'll work.
I can do that.
Keep the lines busy when the matchmaker's on.
Okay.
Because she's planning on sabotaging me with this matchmaker. Not good. That's not gonna be fun. Come on. Come on, that's not right. All right, she's going to be on at 10:30, so keep the phone lines clear till after then, I guess, and I'll talk about some other stuff. And she's going to be interesting. We've got coming up, we had Rabbi Moshe. You know, he gives me a lot of scoops, this guy, and the scoop that we're talking about there, the new scoop, was that Israel is going to annex the West Bank, and the United States is going to back them up. And also, there's a war coming with possibly Iran and Israel. This could be really something, all right? This is what Obama set up. All these Jews out in Hollywood, these liberal Jews, and they back Obama, and then some of them, like Alan Dershowitz, who's a brilliant Harvard law professor, and he backs Obama, and yet Obama put more Jews in peril than were killed in the Holocaust. That's right. There's 8 million Jews live in Israel. 6 million were killed in the Holocaust, and he's got a clear path for these guys to have a nuclear weapon. And you know what? They say they're going to wipe Israel off the earth. So what don't my fellow Jews understand about that? You know, Rob Reiner, don't you understand that? Don't you get this? Obama isn't our friend. He's Louis Farrakhan's friend. He is Reverend Wright's friend. He is the Muslim Brotherhood's friend. All right, well, let's move on a little bit. I could talk about that for a long time. And I'm watching my clock here. Okay, we got about 6 minutes. Nancy Crumbs Pelosi finally being recognized by Dems as, well, obsolete. But she wants to protect our borders. This is how she wants to protect our borders. We should be mowing the grass so that they can't hide in the grass. So, unbelievable. Under her, Obama and Reeve gave us unfettered illegal aliens in this country, including the famous M13 gang, who was murdering people all over this country, and especially in the D.C. area, Maryland. It's a huge problem. And Donald Trump is kicking them the hell out, and he's preventing them from coming in. And they're saying, well, laws don't work. Tell it to the Israelis. Tell it to the Chinese, for goodness sakes. Chinese has a wall that's 3,000 years old. We've been on it. I've been on it. And you know what? I understand no Mexican has ever penetrated that wall. No Mexican has ever penetrated the Chinese wall. Did you know that, Stan?
I knew that.
There you go. All right, smart guy. So anyways, yeah, so the Dems are starting to get a little bit tired of Pelosi. And they're getting tired of Dianne Feinstein, too, who's out there in San Francisco, along with Pelosi. And, well, they're both old. So, and they're both becoming very, very destructive to the Democratic cause. So I think we need a campaign amongst us to help Nancy stay as the minority speaker. I think that's the best thing for Republicans. I think we need to take up a fundraiser. She's only worth $100 million after all. To get her back in office might cost $1 billion. So anyways, what else do I got before I...
Did you notice at her press conference, they asked her, how much are you worth?
Yeah.
She says, we're not talking about me.
Yeah, that's, yeah. And as Vice President Pence said at CPAC, he says, you know what we used to call an extra $1,000 at the end of the year? Christmas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what's right? See, there's no crumbs. Are you nuts? For $1,000, you know, I could buy a trip to Vegas. Of course, if I'm taking Lisa Strausser, then I've got to watch myself. But
let's go.
And you know what? That might be a good idea. We should go.
Oh, absolutely.
We do that, yes.
You ask the relationship coach if that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Yes.
to do that once in a
Yes,
while.
we
I
can.
think it is. Why don't you ask her?
We got Elvis on
Okay.
every corner.
Spontaneous things that you do other than you know what. Anyways.
But like cook your dinner.
Yeah.
I thought so.
No, she's good about that. She's a good cook.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
thank
why
you.
I can't lose any weight. Well, it's true. I mean, I eat a lot. I love to eat. I mean,
Gourmet food, I've been telling you.
it's well, I wouldn't go that far. But it is good. It is good American food, and she's a farm girl, so she understands that kind of stuff. Right there, you're a farm girl.
I understand animals, yes.
Yes, she used to, and this is where
No implication
This is where
there.
I part company with her, and that is that she used to, with her hands, tear off bull testicles and make them. So I'm a little nervous about this. She's German too, and this is a little scary for me. You know what it's like to sleep with one eye open. That's why I'm tired all the time. I can't completely trust the situation.
Maybe you should ask the relationship expert questions.
Okay, should I tell her that you pulled out men's bull's testicles?
Whatever's necessary.
I mean, that's a little nerve-wracking, you know. She's probably listening to this right now. So, I don't know. Anyway, she's out there in San Diego. This gal, she hosted a television show yesterday in San Diego, and she had her own radio show. I got to ask her about that, too. I wonder if she had the same situation I did, you know? It's easy to, you know what? That's not a big, I get that.
Yeah.
Being canceled. By the way, for news flash, in this town, Sirloin Stockade burned down the other night. We saw it. We were on our way back from Chester and Martha's house, and we saw all these fire engines and cop cars there. And then a major radio station in this town, their antenna got hit by lightning. Wasn't that a shame?
That's a shame.
Oh, that's sad. I mean, nobody was hurt, so I'm glad about that. So, But I had to, I had that certain radio station. People were calling the Morning Mirror show this morning saying, "What happened to Weinbaum? Where's Weinbaum?" 2 calls in a row.
They said no livestock, and they hung up.
No livestock. Oh, he finally got.
Oh, thanks.
That was a good one right there. That was a pretty good one. Anyways,
we got a call.
That's it. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Deanna Lorraine, the relationship and dating coach.
Hey.
I'm calling from Redondo Beach, California.
Redondo Beach. Now, where is that? Where in California is that? San Diego?
Southern. It's Southern California. It's in between Los Angeles and Orange County.
And what?
And it's right in between Los Angeles and Orange County.
Okay. All right. Well, that doesn't tell me a lot. Is Orange County north of? Is it east?
So Orange County is north of San Diego.
You're going in and out, Lorraine.
You and I were there.
Okay, Deanna, you're going in and out.
Oh, I am?
Yes.
Let me,
See, now, we had I apologize for our technical difficulties yesterday.
Oh,
because we didn't quite get to you, and I'm very sorry about that.
A little better now?
Yeah. What do you think, Stan? Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Good.
Well, let me introduce you. Let me give you a proper introduction so you don't have to do it yourself. You don't have to do everything yourself, because we're talking about relationships here. And Deanna Lorraine is a relationship expert, an author, speaker, television and radio star. I didn't even know that you did television. And official matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Is that right? There you go. You were made official.
I love it. Fantastic intro.
And we doubled your pay for that, okay? Which means you still get nothing.
I'm so excited for that double pay.
But you get to sell books.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Hey, let me. And now my girlfriend's writing questions here. This is not good. I don't know.
Feverishly writing questions.
Right.
Bring them
Deanna?
on.
Oh, bring them on. Oh man, this is not going to end good.
Not for you.
All right. Hey, are men too masculine these days?
There's a lot to say about you, Dave.
Pardon me? What?
There's a lot to say about you.
Oh, well, how do you know?
Or a lot to ask about you.
Okay, wait do you hear? Oh, wait, this is not gonna end good. Anyways, are men too masculine these days, or not masculine enough?
Oh,
we're confused. We don't know what to be.
Men are not masculine enough these days. And, it's not really their fault, because it's our culture. Our culture is just diminishing masculinity at every turn. You look on the TV, and even like the characters on a commercial or a TV show now are kind of symbolizing stupidity and wussiness, and, not really those honorable, strong, masculine characters that were back in like the 1950s. Have you noticed that?
Oh yeah, I've noticed it, and but everyone's saying, well, you ought to be this way, and mostly women are saying that, and the men that are like that.
Yeah, but they're so hypocritical, because they're saying they want a real man, they want a masculine man. There's not enough masculine men out there. But guess what? They're also the ones that are crying out #MeToo and #toxic masculinity and saying that men need to be softer and more gentle and everything. So men, of course, are going to be confused. And, women shouldn't be, women shouldn't be surprised then if in a few years a lot of that masculinity is stamped out. But it's at the core of what women actually want. So,
well, that leads right into my next question. Do women know what they want from a man? Is it similar from woman to woman, or is it widespread, different?
Yes, I would say it's universal. I would say most women want at the core a masculine man. Why was 50 Shades of Grey so popular? Why?
I never saw it. I never did it. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right.
Sure.
I never saw it.
Thor, okay? Any movie with a very masculine character, women do want a masculine man, but of course they want a respectful man too. But they don't want that super nice guy, because the nice guy is who falls into the friend zone. And I'm not talking about you can't be nice or respectful to women. Every woman wants that. But a guy who's just got no backbone and no assertiveness, and who kind of shapes and molds himself to whatever the woman wants. A man should have strength, and have a purpose, and that's what women tend to follow.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be really strong right now. You know why? Because I'm gonna allow.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
Strike one.
I'm gonna allow my girlfriend, Lisa Strasser, to ask you a question or two. Okay, hit it.
Bring it on.
Hi, Deanna.
Hi.
That's Lisa.
So, what if you have a boyfriend and he's kind of a diva? How would you deal with that personality?
Are you dating around on me?
So funny. If he's like kind of a diva, like he takes longer to get ready than you do, or
no, that's not
more than you do, more high maintenance more than you do.
A little high maintenance, yeah. Well, let's say that.
I'm mentally high maintenance.
Is mentally high maintenance.
Yes.
I would say this: men who are high maintenance, it tends to go along with other positive qualities like intelligence. And he typically has a big personality, a lot of goals. He's typically quite ambitious, and so I would say look at the good that comes along with whatever negative you think the high maintenance is, and look at it all like with a spectrum. Like, is this something that I could kind of put aside? It's not that big of a deal as long as he's got these other fantastic qualities. And it, kind of goes along with it. Most guys who are really ambitious, they do tend to have these kind of diva personalities sometimes. And if it's something that jeopardizes the romantic quality of your relationship or makes you feel bad, and if it doesn't make you feel bad, or if it's just more something kind of like a little bit annoying, then I would say I would try to just, put those feelings aside.
I don't know if I should quit while I'm ahead here. But she's got a whole page of questions.
Oh wow!
Unless he has like a literal tiara on his head or something, then I might say something.
No,
that's a great idea.
No,
I think we can make that happen.
No, it's just not true. I mean.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, got kind of a plus and minus checklist.
All right, go ask your next question, but that's it. I don't want to risk any more. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Mr. Intelligence, we were in Redondo Beach for Valentine's Day on 2016. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
Was that Redondo Beach?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
that's actually where we were.
So we were there.
Yeah, but it was great. We went to all these different hotels.
And
Beach.
All right,
yeah, I love it.
Where do we stay?
It was
What was
great.
the name of the hotel? Oh, the fish market down there?
No, we went to the Marriott's. And,
the Marriott.
The Crown.
That was Redondo Beach.
Yes.
Where were we
Yeah.
where the
Women
wharf
tend to
was?
remember every detail.
Yes, you know what? I'm not big on details. I really am not. I'm a generalist, and she's the detailist. So there's a problem there. Every little detail. It drives me crazy. Okay, we don't need that.
Yeah, I know, but see, who would take care of the details if it wasn't for her, though?
Okay,
So-
but is it's
an
some
important
of the
job.
Things, some of the things I grant you are necessary, but a lot of them are not.
And how does that make you feel?
By the way, that's my son Aaron.
Hi.
He's
Hi, Aaron. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
He's married. He's done very well. He's
So
got a
far?
great-
Oh, great.
It varies from day to day, but yeah, for the
I
most
got
part.
a great daughter-in-law, I don't have great grandchildren. I mean, they're really good grandchildren.
They're not have great.
I'm old, but I'm not that old.
Yeah.
When you
So-
say it varies from day to day, does it mean like those feelings of love and passion?
No, it was a joke.
Like-
No.
Yeah.
Like we have 6 kids together, so it's.
Oh, wow.
It's some days we don't feel probably as loving as others, but for the most part, it's good. We try to take time for each other. Once a year we take a vacation, just her and I. We try to do the occasional, date night, even if it's just an hour and a half away from the house, that sort of stuff.
Good.
Well, here's what I want to know, Deanna. What was your personal search to find a match?
What was my personal search?
Yeah.
Well, that's a great question.
There you go.
I
Well,
have.
come on, you're not
looking
dealing
far and wide.
with a amateur here.
This is an amateur hour, yes. I like to look creatively and think, where in the world would I like to hang out? Where are places that I personally would like to hang out? Where are places that I think my ideal man would like to hang out? And for me, for instance, I'm a pretty big conservative, so I have more traditional conservative values around marriage, family, political views, etc. Hopefully I could say that on the show. I think I can, but it's been a challenge in the last 2 years or so to find someone who has those values, especially in Los Angeles and very liberal California. So, I started looking in actually different kinds of conservative networking groups and Facebook groups. I would go to rallies, like Patriots rallies.
Mm-hmm.
And I started looking in churches and places where I would really think like this is the kind of guy that I would, here are the places that he would be hanging out.
So how do you do this now? Are you approaching these guys, or just are they approaching you?
Well, a little bit of both. You know,
Okay.
I mean, it's a little bit of both. Sometimes, like if you're on a Facebook group for Patriots or something like that, you'd have to. I might have to add them. I'm like, oh, he's a cute profile, and then I would add him as a friend, and then we would just start talking after that.
Okay,
flash
I get it.
Smile and on Match.com even, you can just search. Adjust your search parameters so it's only different political views and different religions and stuff like that. So
So
that's pretty cool.
liberals and conservatives as a match generally does not work, right?
I don't think it really works, especially now. I mean, now we are just so polarized, and it's really hard to find common ground, I think, at this point. So it's better than to just be really specific. And if you know you don't want a liberal or you don't share their values, then just don't even search in those places, right?
How about if you're Jewish and you're with a German? And you knew that as a kid growing up, as a young girl growing up, she actually took the testicles off of bulls. She yanked the testicles off of bulls. That's a little scary, wouldn't you think?
Totally.
Yeah.
I would probably veer clear of that a little bit. But
Oh, no.
What'd
No.
you say? Wait a minute.
Did you grow up on a farm?
Yep.
Yes. Whoa,
Well,
yeah.
my grandmother grew up on a farm too, and she was a big ball buster.
Oh, one from Redondo Beach right there. All righty.
Nice.
All right, we
And
got to
she grew up
end
to be
this
pretty
because
decent wife, so.
we got to end this shortly. Tell us about the book and all the TV shows and radio you do.
Yeah,
Come on.
I'm the host of a show called America Trends. America Trends is on national cable, and you can check your local listing. And America Trends is all about different trends in America.
Is it on DirecTV?
Yeah, it's on DirecTV, Time Warner.
I don't know what channel.
I'm not quite. I think it depends on your city.
All right,
So
well,
based on your-
no, DirecTV is pretty universal.
Oh, really?
I think,
Maybe
yeah.
it's 186.
186. All right.
My
cool.
book is called Make Love Great Again, The
Yes.
New Road to Reviving Romance and Winning at Relationships, because we all need to start winning again at relationships. And it's available on Amazon.
Well, you're a real sport for having our putting up with our problems yesterday, and for pushing the show. Quite frankly, I really appreciate that, and we'll have you on again if that's okay.
Oh, anytime. I can be your go-to relationship and dating gal. Give you this.
Oh, there you go.
To this world.
You know what I played before this interview, don't you? I played Matchmaker,
But this
matchmaker,
magic
make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch.
Catch me a catch.
Yes, everyone's looking like they're pale and they're going to do something here. But
I was looking for the kill switch. I'm sorry.
All right, hey, thank you so much. You have a great weekend.
Bye.
It's
Thank you.
Deanna Lorraine.
Bye. Thanks.
Look her up.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Happy Friday.
Thanks.
DeannaLorraine.com. Thanks so much.
DeannaLorraine.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. All right, we're going to take another break. That was pretty good, wasn't it, though?
It was great.
Yeah, all right.
I had another
and you
question,
got you had another question?
Yeah, but it's going to go offline.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean it got to go offline? No.
Hey, you got three
No, we're not
guys
doing
here.
that
Ask
anymore.
us.
No, her name is not. It's not a real name. All right? You can't contact this woman. All right, we're going to be right back after this. We got lots more to talk about. Don't forget the phone number 573-364-4433. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show.
Napa know-how.
Right now, you can get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail with the purchase of a Napa Legend Premium Battery. Its superior durability, capacity, and power make it the obvious choice for people who hate getting stranded by a dead car battery. So pretty much everyone. The Napa Legend Premium Battery and $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer ends 2/28/18.
See American Muffler and Tire and Towing in Salem. They offer a full line of products and services for your automotive needs, such as inspections, tires, mufflers, custom exhausts, oil changes, brakes, suspension, tune-ups, all general automotive repair. In-town pickup and delivery available. Put this number in your phone, 729-3111. Towing 24 hours a day. And buy 4 tires from American Muffler and get free rotation of the tires for the life of the tires. American Muffler and Tire in Salem. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday till noon.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas, too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine and Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it. But that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
His wife's words echoed in his mind.
You never fix anything.
Well, today that would change. He would fix the water heater. He'd show her he was the handyman of the house. This simple machine was no match for his.
Nice going.
But it was covered thanks to a farmer's agent. UFH2O, August 14th, 2008. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Call Steve Bowles and Rolla at 308-1977.
Cut forward 4 months to the start of January, and then we have a most extraordinary situation where it turns out somebody very close to Cruz, the shooter, phoned the FBI tip line specifically designed for tips about crime and potential crime, and said, this guy is dangerous, he's heavily armed, we think he may be planning to shoot up a school. They gave them chapter and verse on this bloke. And the FBI didn't even refer it to its head office in Miami. It didn't even pursue this, despite now having 2 warnings that this guy might be armed, dangerous, unstable, mentally ill, and preparing to shoot a school up. Now, you put those 2 things together, Tucker, and I'm sorry, this is a pretty appalling performance by the FBI, leading me to conclude in my column today that you'd be better off calling them the Federal Bureau of Incompetence.
Yeah, and coups. The Federal Bureau of Incompetence and Coups. They're setting up a coup for the President of the United States at the FBI, and nothing's being done about it? Well, there better be something being done about it, because you're gonna see in our next break, well, the 8th break, next one is the 7th break. The 8th break, we're going to be talking about that. You want to call the show now, and now's a good time, because we still got, 2 more interviews to go, and they're both great ones. One is from the ex-CIA guy, Drew Berquist, but, they're never really ex-CIA. I think they're always in. I think it's a lifetime kind of thing. So I got to watch what I say with this guy. And I never had his phone number. He's been on now for about 6 months. I never had his phone number, but I had to make him call because our phones were screwed up here yesterday. And so now I've got his phone number. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because, he might not like that.
Well, yeah.
What do you think?
That's a tough one, man.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on you. Make sure you
I'm
don't
a
just disappear.
Have you noticed that I'm paranoid?
A little bit.
Yeah, and now I wonder, is that a bad thing? Maybe I should get. Well, we got the shrink. She's doing a show in. She's out there in California. I wonder if she's. Going out to see Lorraine down there, Deanna Lorraine. She's actually giving a speech in San Jose, California. It's amazing. I got all these PhDs on this show.
Yeah.
She's a PhD.
You need them.
And pardon me?
What?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Well, listen, I think being paranoid helps you make decisions better, because you're always thinking what's going to happen. So you're always prepared.
Thinking ahead. You're thinking ahead, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes when bad things happen to me, that's why I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
When I got canceled from the last radio station, because a lot of things were going through my mind as to what to do, how to do this, how to do that, what happens if eventually there become lawsuits as we're threatened and things like that.
Let's talk about that, because we had these problems solved in about an hour and a half. Okay, if we can't get on radio, this is what's going to happen. If we do get on radio, this is what's going to happen. Yeah. How are we going to keep these interviews going, and what are we going to do? And
we were solving the problem with your help, with your great help. You did a great job, and we were ready to do a podcast, a live stream podcast. Right?
We were. I mean, that was going to be it. That was going to be the solution.
And but that would have been okay. But you got to admit, this is a better solution than that.
Yeah, I mean, for your needs and for what you're doing, absolutely.
So somebody has
a local radio show.
Somebody has to take the big concept. Somebody has to think big.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Are you getting this? Okay.
Yeah.
So, podcast that's streaming live that you can't have live telephone. They have to ask the questions by Facebook or be on another major radio station. Hello, rock and roll. I'm loving this. No, don't throw things at me. That's not right. All right. And speaking of rock and roll, you know what I want to do right now? I want to play ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man.
Ooh.
You got that?
It's a good one.
Is that a good one? All right.
Yeah.
Let me know when you got it, okay? Got a taste of that rock and roll because you're going to be hearing it all day and all night long after the show, by the way, on K-Kid 92.9. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Thanks for holding. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Jimmy from Doolittle.
What can I do for you, Jimmy?
Well, you had talked about how that Obama they didn't rake him over the coals for the shootings that took place on his watch. And you wondered why he didn't try to solve it. And I just want to say that that's all part of their strategy. They want to have terrible things happen and take away your ability to defend yourself, so you have to depend on the government. And then the more it gets, the worse it gets, the more you have to depend on the government.
You know what you've just done? You have encapsulated the cold darkness on the other side, which is to have victims, actual dead children, just to use as a ploy to get all the guns. How cruel, how nasty is that, Jimmy?
Well, I'll tell you, man, we are dealing with a heartless, godless group of people that don't want Christ, don't want any type of religion. And when you get that, you see what happens. You got kids shooting up schools. You got parents who can't discipline their kids. And so the natural result of that is a greater and greater head toward violence. And I'll tell you what, man, we are in for a tough time because we're in for the struggle of our rights as a people, the Constitution.
I'll tell you what, you say what you want to about Donald Trump, and I figured early on, I had a feel for this guy because he's a business guy. You know, he's a results guy. He's a no-nonsense kind of guy. Yeah, he's had his ups and downs personally, and yeah, he's misbehaved at times, but boy, is he coming through like a champion, in my opinion. I mean, and you know, now it's not only that, his approval rating, I'm reading on Drudge right now, it's 50%. Barack Obama's at this point, I believe, was 42%. And that's pretty good. With this media, the media all hates him. It's incredible what they're trying to do. All these, but you know, people caught on. They've caught on to what's going on. So, Jimmy, this guy's got a chance to put us back on the right road, and he's probably the only guy that could have done it. You know what I'm saying? This wouldn't have happened under Jeb Bush. Trust me.
No.
Nope.
And can I make one more comment?
Sure.
Sir? All right. I just want you to know I saw this morning some snippets of his meeting, and he was talking about, you know, giving school teachers the right to conceal and carry, which is really brilliant. they wouldn't have to run out and attack the guy, but at least they could protect the children in their schoolroom. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And he had this police guy. Come on. Well, what we need instead of guns is we need gas canisters that we can throw out and confuse the shooter and everything else. And you should have seen the president's look on his face. He was just looking like, you got to be kidding me.
But you know what?
It was so funny. And what he said, everybody relates to. What this other clown was saying, people go, oh, crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he I'll tell you what, he has run some meetings there. One was with the Democrats, the senators and congressmen he ran, and it was about the immigration deal. And this listening to actual students and teachers and parents, what a great job he did. You know, this is why I like callers, because I want to hear from Jimmy out there in Doolittle and Chester out there. He's in Doolittle too, by the way. I don't know if you know Chester, by the way.
No, I don't.
Well, Big Al, I don't want to hear from much, but, you know, it was fun to talk to Big Al again. You know, but all these people calling the show, Joan Flatt out of Salem and stuff, this is great. And I get a lot of good ideas from people like that. Ideas are king. Their source is commoners. All right? So on that, we're going to end this, Jimmy, and I appreciate the call. All right? You have a great weekend. You want to call the show and be a star like Jimmy, call 573-364-4433. And, you know, I got to kind of start. Am I getting behind?
You got an hour?
I got about an hour. All right. Well, I think I'm in pretty good shape. What do you think, Stan?
I think you are.
All right. Let's see if I. I want to play the fifth extra because I want this out because it's a good thing. It's with Rush Limbaugh and Mike Wallace. And Rush talks about immigration. I think he's got a great idea. So if you got the fifth extra, can you play that? Just let me know when you're ready.
It's a political issue that the Democrats do not want solved. All this is an effort by the Democrat Party to provide for themselves a current underclass. They need a permanent underclass that is dependent on the government for their survival. That's why they want illegal immigrants granted citizenship. They don't want the issue solved. They don't want any issue solved, legislatively or otherwise, before the 2018 elections. And I think Trump is partially exposing that with the various different proposals that he's making. He's giving them pretty much what they want, and they're turning it down because they don't want it solved. I tell you what, I'll make you another deal right here. I would be willing right here to support an effort to grant permanent citizenship to whatever number of illegal immigrants there are in the country tomorrow. If you will make as part of the deal, they can't vote for 15 to 25 years.
Cox Brothers Service.
Now, what the hell was that? Wait a minute.
That was me. Sorry.
All right. So that was Rush Limbaugh saying, yeah, bring them all in. But they can't vote for 15 to 25 years. Do you think the Democrats would ever go for anything like that? Because that's the only reason they want them here, is to take elections away from the actual citizens of this country. What other reason? I mean, why don't you want a border wall or some kind of deterrent? You don't want these gangs in here, but the Democrats apparently do. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Dave. It's Andy over here in Steelville.
All right. You know what? Could you say that again? Because I couldn't hear you very well. Speak real loud.
It's Andy in Steelville, Dave.
Andy in Steelville?
About the fact that the reason that liberals want to include other people is because we're Christians, and it was the gospel of Jesus that says to include all people. In fact, Jesus was an immigrant, and he was included, and that's why we liberals, it's not because we hate people, it's because we love people that we want to include them here. You want to exclude them out of fear of brown people is what I'm afraid of.
Okay, I didn't quite understand it all, but I heard Jesus was an immigrant. I thought he was born in
Jerusalem. Right?
Yeah, well, that's not an immigrant.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? He was a
father had to go there.
He was born a Jew and he lived as Jew.
And they couldn't find a place to stay.
You know, I'd love to have an argument with you, but I cannot only understand every other word. Why don't you try calling back?
I'll call you back, Dave.
All right, thanks.
Have a bad connection.
All right, we do. All right. So I don't quite understand what he said.
I think
did he say he was a liberal?
Yes, he
Okay,
did.
good.
He was trying to make a point that he said we don't hate immigrants. He said, we love them because that's what we're trying to show them is that they love them. And what he's not saying is that they want them to get here so they can vote for them.
I thought you said you were hard of hearing. I couldn't hardly.
He's probably got that. Yeah, not really. No.
No. Okay.
He's a professional. He's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah. Okay.
I have.
He's got. So you have selective hearing.
Well,
selective.
That was very hard to hear. You're
yes.
right.
All right. Well, okay. Well, I'm not. I wasn't born to do this. I was born to sell hamburgers.
Yeah, and you do a good job at that.
Born to run restaurants.
Born to run restaurants, baby.
Yep.
Born to be a traffic director in the drive-thru.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I do. I'll be doing that in a little while too.
That's right. Well, you're listening to the Dave Weinbaum Show on KKID Salem Rolla.
Yeah, well, then this is where I ended up. And you know what? Listen, I'm having the time of my life because my son here is taking over. All right, he's taken over almost everything, which is great.
Not the radio show, though.
No, but you're participating. I'm not going to be here forever, so. But I don't want to go out like a lamb. Okay, I don't want to. Right. I don't want to be irrelevant. And if I could have any relevance at all, do any good at all, I want to do it. I want to enjoy myself too, and spend time with my girlfriend Lisa Stasher. And but lucky you. You're right. Ask any woman, honey. But not my ex-wives. Anyways. The secret to a good marriage is to keep the ex-wives that hate you away with your bride that's not sure. That's the secret to.
I saw that was one of your one-liners.
Yeah, it was actually. Yes. Anyways, well, let's get back to one thing here, and then we'll take another break. Our justice system is a total mess, and. It's just they're terrible, and we now have after over a year we have rumblings that our Attorney General is actually alive. He's actually a living person.
Really?
Okay. Yes, and you're going to hear this in the 8th break, not the 7th break, but he's gonna tell us, and I got another clip about it, about what he's doing. He's actually doing something, or he says he is. So I think right now we probably ought to take our 7th break, and we're going to be right back. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show. Don't touch the dial.
If you're remodeling your home, then you are going to want to start from the bottom up and get some new flooring at the Flooring Nook in Rolla. Oh, you went to a big box store. How'd that go?
Excuse me, sir. I need some help picking out flooring.
Oh, yeah. I'm in lawn and garden, and I'm on break. I'll get somebody.
And then no one ever comes.
Sir, the store is closing. You're going to have to leave.
Should have went to the Flooring Nook.
Yes, you should have. See the folks that actually want to help with your flooring needs at the Flooring Nook.
Stop in at 2077 Old St. James Road or find us on Facebook.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011.
Cox Brothers Service Company, located in St. James, is there when you need them. Cox Brothers staff is focused on delivering professional restaurant and refrigeration equipment, services, and installation to the local service areas and beyond. Keep your business running right with the professionals at Cox Brothers Service Company. Give them a call at 573-368-4083. And as always, they thank you for your continued support and patronage.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Reality check number 31. New cars can go from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. Why can't new car loans move like that? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We may look like typical bankers, but when it comes to car loans, we're downright speed demons. We approve loans in record time, so you can get that new baby on the road ASAP. And by the way, you really do look good in that new ride. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area. With a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe, you can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax, and enjoy your lunch in our dining room, located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
So John Brennan, former CIA director, comes before Congress and testifies under oath that he had no idea who wrote the Trump dossier and that dossier formed the basis of no conclusions by the intel community. Seems very much like a lie, because the FBI knew exactly who wrote that dossier. I mean, he lied to Congress under oath. Is he going to face perjury charges for that? And if not, why not?
Well, one of the things that we did today is we sent out a questionnaire, and we're asking several former and current officials to answer 10 simple questions. And these are questions that the public not only should know and have a right to know, but I think they want to know. And that is, simple questions like, when did you learn about the dossier? When did you learn that it was paid for by the Democrats? When did you learn that this was a political piece? I mean, these are all questions that we should be able to get answers to, and we will.
All right, we're back on the Dave Weinbaum Show. You want to call the show, 573-364-4433. And if Andy wants to call back, I know he called. I could hardly understand him. He's a liberal. I think he was accusing me of not liking brown people or something like that. Okay, well, bring it. You know, if you want it, you want to have that discussion, show me the evidence. Anyways, the Federal Bureau of Incompetence and coups, which is what I think it ought to be called. We have they dropped the ball on this guy. They had him dead to rights. They had a guy, see something, say something. Well, they just killed that program because somebody saw something and said something. In fact, there were two people that saw something and said something, and they were both credible. And the FBI dropped it twice, and all the kids there knew about this guy. All the police, the local cops knew about this guy. You would think they would have checked out this guy's guns. He was always bragging on social media about these guns. He showed picture of himself, guns. Hey, Stan, you got the phone, right? Okay. All right. I didn't know if you could hear it or not. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Adam Vio, Dave.
Hey, what's up? Adam Vio. What's up, man?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Long time no hear from.
Oh, I know, man. I just tuned in, and, I was all excited to hear your show. I haven't been able to listen to it yet, but then I turned it on. You were giving marital advice, and I was like...
Well, you got to understand now.
You have the wrong show.
I'm on a different show, and I get to be Oprah sometimes, and I get to be, I get to be Howard Stern sometimes, too. So it's kind of a free-ranging show. It's still politics. I play a little rock and roll.
It's a good fit for you, then.
Well, it is what it is. I'm allowed to do stuff. I'm allowed to create. Now, we're just getting started here because this is Stan's first full show of doing my show. Now, he's listened to me for a long time, and so he's very familiar with the show, but he's got he's got a lot of different stuff to do. It's a complex show, right, Stan?
That's right.
There you go.
Well,
I'm not easy.
Man.
Right, honey? I'm not easy.
No, you're very complex.
I'm very complex. That's what...
I don't know what all you've covered so far, man, but I just want to give my 2 cents on the whole gun debate.
Go ahead. But I want to mention this before you get into that, because you brought up a good point. If you want to listen to the whole show, Aaron Weinbaum, what do you do?
You can actually just go to DaveWeinbaum.com, and it'll pop right up. Or if you have anything that can download a podcast, you just search the Dave Weinbaum Show.
So Aaron's in there with you, too?
Today, yeah.
Yeah. Today.
Wow. So we're getting high tech now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. He's spreading the show all over the world. At the old station, I was listening to people would come on my site in 98 different countries in all 50 states just to download the podcast. So I would imagine I'm expanded here. So.
Well, that's great, man.
All right. Well, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I just don't understand the thought process of some people with the gun control thing, because a gun, it still requires a human act,
Right.
A gun's not going to do anything with a human act without a human act. So, it's not the guns. I own plenty of guns, and I'm a gun. I'm a madman, but I don't madman. I just look at it because I like guns. I'm a believer in it around a long time.
Okay, I'm losing you again. You know what? Give Andy back his phone. Okay, because I think Andy has passed you his phone, because I couldn't understand that guy either. At least you're a friend.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't. Nobody blames Jack Daniels or Chevrolet in a drunk driving tragedy.
But they want to. People want to. I'm serious. They want to blame the object and not the intention of the murderer or the guy who got drunk.
Well, and most of those people just need to blame somebody. Most of them don't even know what they're blaming. They're just following along with somebody else.
Whole liberal party. That's their whole thought process. They couldn't exist without victims. That's right. Why they can't figure out Trump. He's giving tax breaks to America. Nancy Pelosi, it's crumbs. Oh, my God, $1,000 is crumbs, huh? Really?
Oh, I know, it's crazy. Hey, did you happen to see Dana Loesch last night?
Yeah, I did, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And they were talking about putting her on fire at that town hall set up by CNN.
Bad. Well, hey, guys. You guys enjoy the rest of the day, man. I'll try.
Thank you, Adam.
More often.
Good talking to you, man.
All right, nice talking to you. Adam Veal, ladies and gentlemen, from downtown. Okay, you know what we got to do? We got to do another break.
Drew?
Yeah, let's go to 8. And let me see what time it is. It'd be nice if you put could you do me a favor, Stan? Stan, I don't want to
that clock over there.
I want a clock there that's actually corresponds to the computer, so I don't have to turn my phone on every 2 seconds to figure out what the hell time it is.
All right. If you had a rear view mirrors,
is that a horribly big demand?
I think
no, it's not too much to ask.
Buy a cheap clock so I can.
We can actually have 2 clocks.
I'll go to the Dollar Tree. I'll be $9 ahead.
What a deal! What do you know from funny, you bastard? We didn't have anything to do with today. We had to do it like we had to ad lib today.
Yeah.
All right, listen to me. We're going to be right back. Don't touch the dial, but listen to the stuff after the break because Attorney General Jeff Sessions actually comes out of hiding. Here we go. Hit it.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla, or call 314-3300. That's 314-3300.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Whether you're planning a small family get-together or a large company gathering for the holidays, Lucas Wine & Spirits has what you need, plus great gift ideas too, at Lucas Wine & Spirits Superstore, 15678 Manchester Road, where the smart people shop.
And now you can shop online at lucasliquorstl.com. With a superstore inventory, Lucas Wine & Spirits is sure to have just what you're looking for. From beer, wine, and all your spirits. Lucas Liquor in Ellisville on Manchester.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community born, community raised, community serving.
Everything you need to do everything you want. Right now at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla. Receive 0% APR financing for 60 months on the all-new 2018 Chevy Equinox LT, or $2,250 in total cash allowance. So feel confident. The 2018 Equinox LT delivers everything. Stop in today at Fairground Auto Plaza, 100 Fairgrounds Road in Rolla for full details. Chevy, find new roads.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
Are you, sir, investigating the fact that the FBI used the dossier to get a wiretap against Trump associates, and they did not tell the FISA court that the Democrats and Hillary Clinton paid for that dossier?
Let me tell you, every FISA warrant based on facts submitted to that court have to be accurate. That will be investigated and looked at, and we are not going to participate as a Department of Justice in providing anything less than the proper disclosure to the court before they issue a FISA warrant. Other than that, I'm not going to talk about the details of it, but I tell you, we're not going to allow that to happen.
That was your Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, and Maria Bartiromo. But I want you to know that he actually he is actually alive, and apparently he was held hostage by himself because he recused himself, and still sticks by that he had to do it. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, the Russia deal. But now he's out there saying, well, he's got more investigations going, and we're going to hear from him right now. And then we're going to hear from Drew Berkowitz, the CIA guy, and then Cheryl Chumley, the media goddess. So could you hit extra 4, please?
The big felony in all of this that nobody talks about from the very beginning was the leak of highly classified information when they leaked the phone call of the Russian ambassador talking to General Mike Flynn right before the inauguration. That was a felony. Nothing's ever been done about it.
Is your office investigating this, sir?
That is a violation of the law to leak classified documents, and it is being investigated. I will say this, there are last 2 years before I became Attorney General, each year there was 3 open investigation of classified leaks. Now we have 27. We're going after this aggressively. I have directed it personally. Some of the matters involve this matter, and some of it is matters that I'm not recused on, and we're pursuing aggressively.
27 investigations where they had 3 each year under Obama. And so, I don't think he's investigating Republicans necessarily. I think it's going the other way, and it has to, because of the revelations we've had. It just has to go that way. So finally, our Attorney General speaks out. This is a long time coming. Now, maybe, just maybe, I'm thinking here, well, was this a trap that Trump was setting? Was this a trap with all this collusion that he didn't want to talk about what was going on with the Democrats or with his man in the Department of Justice, which would be Attorney General Jeff Sessions? Maybe. So he might have suckered these people in to be so they could be arrogant and be out there. I mean, and arrogance, I don't care how smart you are, if you're arrogant, you're going to do stupid stuff. How stupid is it for these FBI agents, Strzok and Lisa Page, his girlfriend, to have government phones that they're texting each other with, that they're saying we need an insurance policy in case Trump gets elected, that we're now in a secret society. Okay, if you were in the 3rd grade, you would expect to know better than that. And these are super intelligent people by definition. They're interrogators for the FBI. And let's talk a little bit about the FBI. We're going to talk about that, but you know what? I want to do it after Drew Berkowitz, because we cover that with his interview as well. So if you wouldn't mind, hit it, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Weinbaum Show favorite, editor of OpsLens.com, former CIA terror officer with 30-plus missions to the Mideast, and newly anointed lawyer and optometrist, Drew Berkowitz. Hey, how are you?
Good, Dave. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Hey, great. Thank you for calling. I'm beginning to think we need to rename our main law enforcement agency to be Federal Bureau of Incompetency and Coups. Your thoughts?
We had a great article about that on OpsLens this week, who called it the Fraternal Brotherhood of Incompetence. So either name is good with me. Yeah, I mean, they've dug themselves a hole that, we've talked about it, time and time again. And it seems that, I keep thinking they can't dig themselves a bigger hole, yet they surprise me every time and continue to do it. So they've definitely earned those different acronyms and misnomers.
And they're so darn arrogant about it. It's like, well, we have a right to do this. Somebody.
Exactly. Well, I think their refusal to take any blame and offer any apologies is only just putting them further and further in trouble. Whereas if you come up and you own up, you say, here's what we're doing to fix it. Here are all the changes we make. Hey, we screwed up. Here's how we're going to restore your trust, which may not be possible anyways, but at least make that effort, which they're not doing.
Now, we talk a lot about the ordinary FBI agent who I suppose is they're decent people and they're trying to do a job. But as a former CIA terror specialist, what systems were in place for you to report corruption without any recriminations on the part of management?
Well, I'm sure it's similar there. It's like anything. You've got, obviously a general counsel and kind of internal review boards who you can suggest things to. But the problem is when you do that, is it rarely goes in your direction. I mean, you're then known as a complainer and someone who is going to rock the boat. And sometimes leadership is put into a position where they're, removed from that position or job or what have you. But more often than not, all it does is drag yourself through the mud as well, and then hurt your own career. So it's not always beneficial to go that route. So it puts them in a tough situation.
Now, the FBI, according to Piers Morgan on Tucker Carlson, had its worst week ever in a 109-year history. Should they be disbanded and start over using some of the decent agents maybe getting rid of this top leadership. I mean, is it that bad that they got to start over?
I don't know that it's that bad in terms of function and mission, but I think it's that bad in terms of credibility. I think that you've got to make those kind of bold moves at this point. I don't think it's going to happen because I think to take something like that offline and get something in its place, on a global magnitude, doing operations. Obviously, their charter is U.S. based, but watching each of the players from different regions of the world here and all that goes into keeping our nation safe, that would be tough to do in the near term. And a lot of the other agencies who kind of bleed over on certain, issues, whether it's arms trafficking or this, that, or the other, is one thing. But in terms of the counterintelligence mission that the FBI runs, no one else really does that. So you're going to leave yourselves with some big gaps if you do that. But I think if you can do it over the long haul, and slowly but surely build it up, that would be an interesting proposition for sure. Something I would get behind, but again, not sure it would actually happen.
Now, I want you to put your optometrist spectacles on because I got the CIA sunglasses, but the problem is there's only been 1 hour of sunshine in the last week here, so I haven't really tested them out yet. But let me tell you something. I don't know if you could have achieved this, but I look really cool in them. I mean, they're really. They're. If you're a CIA guy, you gotta love this look.
Well, that was gonna be my question. That function's only so important. Do you look good in them? And you're right. There's no way I would.
Well, I got to test them out in the sunshine. That would be the secondary use for them. But anyways, hey, Drew, did you know that China has strippers at funerals?
I didn't. This is news to me.
Well, talk about raising.
I haven't been invited to many.
Talk about raising the dead. Drew Berkowitz, ladies and gentlemen. Weinbaum show favorite. Thank you, Drew, from calling all the way from I'm Not Saying, because I know what you'll do to me.
You got it, Dave. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
He's a good guy, and he's a CIA guy, but he's got to stop stepping on my punchlines. What's wrong with? Doesn't he get that? He's a sharp guy, but he does this all the time.
He doesn't know where the punchline is either.
Well, I know, but you got to anticipate that. Okay, he knows it's a joke. I do it every week. By the way, the jokes I tell are original jokes. Maybe one or two not, but the
funny ones. Oh.
My stuff are the funny ones are mine. The unfunny ones are Aaron's. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead. All right, hey, we're back on the show. We've got one interview and two extras, and I've got a ton of things. I've got about 20 things more to talk about. And Stan is making a big case about this, and he is right. I want you to call the show. Get it off your chest. This is your chance to do this. You've been tensing up all week. The news, the Parkland school shootings, all this aggravation, North Korea. You guys are festering in tension, all right? I want you to call the show. Get it off your chest. Bring it on to me, okay? Because on Friday afternoons, I get a massage, and then I go into a coma, all right? So I'm good. I can take all your heat right now, get it off your chest, and you know what happens? You can relax all weekend. Yeah. You can have a good time. So call 573-364-4433. All right? And you be a star on the Dave Weinbaum Show and get it off your chest. Okay? All right, so back on the show, Nikki Haley at the UN is told to shut up by a Palestinian thug. Can you believe that? They tell the United States ambassador to Israel to shut up. That's a good reason why. They know what's coming. They know Israel's going to annex the West Bank. So it's going to happen, all right, under this president. No other president. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Dave, this is the sergeant.
Hey, there he is, Sergeant Art.
Listen, remember you heard it from me first.
Okay.
Why can't they come up with a weapon or a rifle that when you point it towards a live human being, it will not fire.
Well, that's interesting. Okay, now you're an Army guy, and you're out there. You spent most of your life in the Army,
25 years.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. That's not what the Army does, though. They make guns to kill people. I don't know.
Right. Well, that's true. That's true. But what then they would have to make two type of gun, two type of handgun, or two types of a rifle.
So you'd have to have a sensor on these rifles.
To do their job, they cannot have a weapon that will not fire when they're pointing it at a bad guy that's coming after them. So they have to make a weapon that will fire when they're pointing it at, when the police pointing at the bad guy. But a regular weapon, like if I go buy one or you go buy one, the technology will be designed so it will not fire if it's pointing towards a live human being.
You know, I suppose that could happen.
But somebody has to come up with the technology to figure out how to build such a weapon.
You know what? I'm sure that could happen. Stan, do you have a comment on that? Because you're a veteran, right?
Yes, I am. I was just going to say, it's like in that robot movie, you know, their first order is not to harm other humans. And I think what you're saying is have a weapon that has smart technology that it won't harm other people, or, you know, at least innocent people. And, hey, great idea, although the technology is not quite there yet, Sarge.
Well, they have to research it like everything else. If we can put a man on the moon, I'm sure we can probably figure it out.
You know, I think you're right. It could be done. There's so much stuff being done. For example, they have invented this eye drop in Israel that if you take it, your nearsightedness and your other eye diseases go away. They might have found the cure for even wearing glasses. Wow. Yep. So I mean, it's shocking what they're coming up with.
Dave, your show is phenomenal. I enjoy it.
Thanks, pal. Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Okay, and hi to Kim, all right?
I will.
All right,
all right, take care.
Thank you, my friend. And by the way, while I'm doing this, I want to thank my friend up there in St. Louis. You know what? I got a commercial to read, and my son didn't remind me, and Stan didn't remind me.
Nobody reminded me to remind you.
Huh? Is this the premium...
Huh?
The mortgage company?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do you need a home loan? Travis Bell with USA Mortgage has the solution you've been looking for. Travis Bell Mortgage Team offers up to 100% financing and works with the #1 loan company in Missouri. Find out why they are the #1 mortgage lender in Missouri. Call today and apply online at TravisBellHomeLoans.com. That's TravisBellHomeLoans.com for a free mortgage pre-approval. Call 417-818-5057 or go to TravisBellHomeLoans.com to get pre-approved today for your next home loan. Getting a mortgage elsewhere is frustrating, but Travis Bell Home Loans will make it easy for you. Call 417-818-5057 or go to TravisBellHomeLoans.com for a free mortgage pre-approval today and tell them Dave sent you. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello? All right. Well, I got one thing to say to that caller. No livestock! No livestock! Probably Lee Burr. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I told you I was kind of listening to them on the way up.
Yeah.
I mean, for 5 minutes I listened to the Morning Mayor Show. Because, I used to be on the Morning Mayor Show.
Right.
So I'm listening. Got 2 phone calls. One of them was, hey, Dave Weinbaum is on K-Kid 92.9. and they says, we don't know what you're talking about, and I hung up on him. Another guy says, what the hell happened to the Dave Weinbaum Show? I want to know. Lieber says, who are you talking about?
So are you admitting that you made 2 phone calls on the way here?
No, that's why
one in this voice. Hello, is this KTTR?
No, this was my first voice.
And the second one was the real one.
Huh? And the second one was Stan.
That's right.
No,
remember FDIC.
No, I didn't do that. That's amazing, though. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people out there still don't know about the show. I'm doing everything I can to publicize it. Not everybody's on Facebook, I found, and not everybody's on Twitter. But I think we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting some ground.
We're sending out flyers in the stores. I think that'll at least let people know.
Right.
Not only that, but you can call me at 573-578-2700 and get on the sponsorship train, which, by the way, I know for a fact, because my businesses profit more so than the stores in St. Louis and the stores in Springfield. We actually do about 3 to 5% more, as verified by the regional manager and also by our field consultant.
That is correct.
And we're pretty good operators, but there are pretty good operators in St. Louis and
that's
in
where
Springfield.
The big bucks start rolling in.
That's right. That's where the big bucks start rolling in. And so the one difference we have is we do this radio show, and it's kicking butt. So it pays people, it pays sponsors to go on this show. Yeah, it's not only a fun show, but it's a profitable show. All right? That's right. So, and that's what we want, because we are Americans here.
That's right.
God bless America. And I'm serious about that.
Bless America.
Oh my God. Now we're losing listeners. That's no good. That's not
Who
right.
was
You got
that?
anything smart to say about that?
I'm still in shock.
Yeah, so am I. It's one thing for me to sing, Stan. Actually, that was a good baritone. We should do like a, what am I, a tenor?
Yeah, probably around there.
You're a baritone.
Yes, I am.
We could do a combo.
There we go.
Maybe. All right.
Dave Weinbaum sings. I like that.
All right. Here, Mueller.
Oh, Lord.
Bueller.
There we go.
Mueller.
Bueller.
Do it again.
Oh, one more time,
Keep
everyone.
doing it.
This is how we're taking up space in the radio world right now.
Mueller is doubling down. First he indicts these 13 Russians who will never be tried.
Nope.
No. Then what? They're going to come. Oh, yes, we'll be right over. We'll take the next flight over from Moscow. They're never going to get tried. So then he gets a lawyer to plead guilty to lying to the investigators. And now he has doubled down on this Manafort guy to where he has doubled the charges against him. And I'm going to answer you in just a second, caller, but I got to get through this thought. So there's no collusion. So they've already excluded collusion for Trump and Democrats, which is BS, because we know the Democrats colluded. That's not even in doubt, not even in question. And so now they're focusing. Mueller's focusing on Trump. That's who this is about. He's going to get Manafort to do something nasty and say something nasty about Trump, and Trump will be indicted. That's his whole purpose. You don't see him going after any Democrats. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, hi.
This is Joe from Salem.
Hi, Joe. What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. I just always thought it was funny about how the liberals are always blaming the guns for the shooting, unless it's a police officer holding that gun.
Yeah, well, yeah. There could be no reason for a police officer to use a gun, could there?
No.
No, of course not. No, it is. I mean, if you look at the word hypocritical up in the dictionary, you'll see pictures of Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, and name your Democrat, Pelosi. I mean, they live by hypocrisy. I mean, it's so weird.
Yeah, that's my own comment, and I've been enjoying your show for a long time.
Hey, Joe, thanks. I appreciate that. You keep listening, okay, buddy? And I get you talk about loyalty. Wow, the listeners. Not just the sponsors, but the listeners have been loyal. When I first announced this on Facebook, I started a whole war on there. And I just said I'm let go, and I said a few things about. I combined the words Dopey and Robert, and his lawyers called me. Which by the way, if you guys want a settlement in terms of what I owe you and what you owe me, now you need to go call my lawyer, because if you're listening. And you said you were going to be listening, call Bavik up in St. Louis, and we'll work out a deal, okay? But I'm not going to sit there and be called by your people and say I owe money when you owe me money, All right.
You want a piece of me?
That's right. You come find me. All right. That was pretty good there.
Oh, thanks.
I like that. Yeah. That was
Frank Costanza.
Frank Costanza in Seinfeld.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that. Do it again.
Jerry
like
Stiller.
Do it.
All right, hang on now.
The danger for the president is it would be very, I think, seductive for him to embrace this, totally embrace, say, see, I've been vindicated. The worst thing he could do in his world is to validate this whole investigation by claiming victory here, because what if down the road there is another indictment or a series of indictments that do name Trump or do name the Russians and Trump campaign colluding? Because that's what this is about. This is about getting Trump, Chris. This whole thing is about setting Trump up for impeachment if the Democrats win in 2018. Donald Trump remains in the crosshairs, real collusion. And there's no question about this. This is a paid political opposition research document that was made to look like legitimate intelligence. It perhaps was used to defraud the FISA court.
You're talking about the Steele dossier here.
Steele dossier and pretty much everything that they've used. I mean, every story. I was on this program 1 year ago, and I told you that this whole thing, that Trump colluded with the Russians, was bogus, that there was never going to be any evidence for it. It did not happen. Every news story about it since then has included that, just like this indictment right here. No allegation in the indictment that any American was a knowing participant, nor is there any allegation the scheme affected the outcome of the election. Bingo! This is all politics, and it's, Chris, it hasn't changed from the get-go. It is about protecting Hillary and Obama. Obama is the primary person being protected here because all of this spying and all of this collusion to destroy Trump happened with his knowledge and probably encouragement.
All right.
And the reason Hillary isn't charged is because that would mean Obama would have to be exposed as participating in the scheme, too.
All right.
Yeah, it's all about protecting those guys, and I believe Mueller. Come on,
Bueller.
Bueller. It's Bueller. It's Mueller, not Bueller.
Bueller.
Here we go again.
Okay, fine.
Get a hold of Einstein. See if he'll cut. No. I'm just saying.
I don't need this.
It's a huge problem.
God, it's bringing back bad memories.
It's a huge problem. The huge problem. That is a...
All right.
There you go. We have the president. We just had the president of the United States. You know, I have actually asked to get an interview with him for a long time now, because I think he owes me, quite frankly, because it was at CPAC about 4 years ago, was it? It was in 2013, 5 years ago. Okay, when just he was speaking, and he was in like a small room, okay? Like, 100 people maybe at the most, maybe 150?
About that, yes.
Yeah, and so he's speaking about, remember, he's not running for anything then, so he was a sideshow. And so he's talking about Romney and how he backed Romney and how great he thought Romney was. And he said, I just can't understand why he lost. I just can't get it. I just don't. So finally, I yelled out, he lost because he laid down in the last two debates.
Absolutely.
And he looked over at me, he says, you know what, you might be right. And I think at that point, and I have a witness, Lisa Strausser, and at that point, I think he understood that you don't lie down to anybody.
Right.
And did you see him lie down in any debates?
Never.
No. And so I wanted to be the Attorney General, and I would have done a better job. I wouldn't have recused myself. That didn't happen. I wanted to be the ambassador to Israel, and some other Jew got it. So that's not happening. That's not happening. You know. And so now I got to go through the rabbi. And he's going to be the main rabbi to the third temple. It's going to get built. Man. Donald Trump's going to build it. It's going to be the Trump temple and spa.
Mexico's going to pay for it.
I'm just wondering where the hell he's going to put a golf resort there. You know, I mean, it's not a lot of land out there.
He says he's building a temple and Mexico's going to pay for it.
But I'm good. No, yeah, there is. And and I'm going to be the assistant rabbi to Rabbi Moshe. So that means I have to go through a lot of schooling. I got to get I can't even speak English, much less Hebrew. But I've got to learn Hebrew, and I've got to be, really good with the Torah and all that stuff. And I actually have to keep kosher and do all sorts of crazy things.
You can't do it.
Good luck with that.
I doubt it. I could. You know what? If I really wanted to, I could do anything.
Just take a deep breath.
Be the ball.
Be the ball. Yeah, be the ball. Be the ball. So that's focus, right? That's focus. And you hit the ball with a blindfold on. And then you probably hit somebody you're with, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, that's happened to me before. I don't want to talk about that previously.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. Hit me in the eye with a golf club. Not real good. Yeah. Anyways, we're going to do Cheryl Chumley right now because she's great, and we're coming down. We're running out of time. Yeah. And, boy, this is working out real good. All right. You're in for a big treat now. Hit it. Ladies and gentlemen, star of the Dave Weinbaum Show, media goddess, speaker, writer, online editor of the Washington Times, Cheryl Chumley. Hi, Cheryl. How are you?
Hey, Dave. Doing great, thanks.
Super. Hey, CNN, NBC, Michael Moore all pushed a Russian-sponsored anti-Trump rallies. Now, isn't that Russian collusion or not?
The Democrats are desperate, aren't they, right now? Their Russia collusion / obstruction of justice has just fallen flat on its face, and they're just shamelessly using the media to try and keep that narrative alive.
So do you agree with President Trump that it's about time that Mueller investigate the Obama administration?
Well, look, the path that Mueller's been taking is leading there. And when you have Congressman Adam Schiff, a Democrat, raising concerns in front of the media so he knows it's going to be reported, that it looks like Obama himself and his administration could have done more to stave off Russian influence, then that's a red flag. And I just think that Mueller has to get his act together and start opening doors to look at the Obama administration.
Well, it's not just Schiff saying that. Bernie is blaming Hillary for the Russian collusion, too. Isn't that wonderful? I love this.
It's curious how times change, Yeah. Facts come forward, and all the wicked people seem to flee.
Now, Oprah and Clooney appear to be the new Dem stars in terms of politics. Could you see them running for president?
I don't see either of them running for president. I don't think George Clooney, I don't think Oprah are going to enter the political game because they simply put, they can't stand the heat.
I know.
When they're in their own celebrity bubble, it's one thing, but facing people like you and me, forget it.
That's for sure. All right, now I'm gonna give you I'm gonna put you under some heat here. I want some 2018 election predictions. How does it look now? I don't know what you said last time, so I can't hold you to that, but I can do research. What does it look like now in terms of the Republicans holding majorities of Democrats gaining significant and even majorities for them?
Yeah, the states, I would say that Republicans lose a bit on the state level, though I still haven't looked at each individual race. I will as it gets closer to the game. But on Capitol Hill, I just see Republicans holding the majority in the Senate and probably gaining in the House. I just think that Donald Trump, no matter what the polls say, no matter what the Democrats and media try and put out there, I think Trump is doing a fantastic job. He's got the economy on his side. He's got the Russia BS, for lack of a better word, crumbling. And, he's taking strong steps as we speak to stave off school violence with some popular, for the most part, type things that he can put at the school level. So I think the American people are with Trump, with the Republicans.
Well, that bodes well for Trump, but what is Mueller up to? He's indicted these 13 Russians who are never going to go to trial because they're never going to get sent over here, or they're never going to come to the United States. So that's a waste. And then there's a new charge against Manafort. And the only thing I could see him using that for is to put the squeeze on Manafort to say something bad about Donald Trump. Does Mueller indict Trump? Do you ever see that happen?
Bueller?
No. Honestly, Mueller's been pushed off the front pages because it isn't going anywhere. The investigation is it's falling flat. And I think right now he is trying to justify the use of taxpayer dollars for basically a year on what appears more and more to be what Trump has called it from the get-go, a witch hunt. And I've been on board with that idea that this whole thing has been a witch hunt as well. And I think Mueller is just going to continue to be pushed back in the newspaper pages until people forget all about this Russia collusion and Democrats come up with some other narrative to attack this White House on.
Cheryl, you like music, don't you?
Yeah.
Did you hear about the lamb that was trained in the classics?
No.
Yeah, she bleated, Bach, Bach. Ladies and gentlemen, Cheryl Chumley calling all the way from Virginia. Thank you so much, Cheryl. You have a great weekend.
You too, Dave.
Thanks. Bye. How do you know from funny, you bastards? You're all
How do
sitting there
you
looking-
know from funny, you bastard?
What's wrong with you people? All right, does anyone know who that was? Anyone out there, give me a call. 573-364-4433. We're coming down to the final 10 minutes, and I still got about 15 things to talk about, which is just fine. You know what? That's how I like to prepare a show. I didn't feel so well prepared on my first 3-hour show. I was in I was in unknown territory, you know?
It was about a coma that last half hour. You know what? We were good. We were powering through.
Nobody noticed until you said something just now.
No. You were
jerk.
in the chair. We were massaging you. We were trying to fan you off.
I know.
It was good. It went well.
I went into training. I did. I boxed in the office here, and I was trying to get that
that's
last.
right. We were playing Rocky music.
We're playing Rocky music.
Yeah.
I don't need it now.
You don't need it?
I'm fine. I'm ready to go. Come on. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to go. Put me in. Which brings me to next, what I was going to say. What do I have to do now? Do I have to do anything?
Well, no. You still have
nothing.
music left.
So
if
I
you
can
want to
take
play
the
it.
callers.
You don't need to.
573-364-4433. I am completely unfettered, and I love this. All right? That's why I like to call. I'm not going to call anybody, but the callers call me, and I can talk. Although it's getting more difficult, apparently, for me to talk. Anyways, we got this guy out there who played for San Francisco 49ers. He's a linebacker. He claims he got 10 concussions every game. He played 250 games. That was his career. 2,500 concussions.
Wow.
Now, I played football in high school. And I played a little linebacker. Mostly in my senior year, I was a starting offensive guard on a team that shared the state championship. And I got a football scholarship. And I set a record. We had one guy that was in the pros. His name was Jim Purnell. He was a linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams. He was older than I was, and he's passed since. But me and him hold the record of 5 broken helmets during our high school career. Now, you don't even see him break helmets in the pros.
Nope.
So I was taking some pretty good hits, and I was giving some pretty good hits because those suckers are hard to break. I mean, and I used what else was I going to use? I was 5'5". I'm now 5'4". Okay. Gee. I was 5'5". I was up against guys that were 250 pounds. In fact, one guy I played against was well over 300 pounds, and this guy would get on his knees, and he'd still be taller than me. And the only thing I could do with the guy was I'd run at him as hard as I could. I'd sink in about 3 feet and bounce out. But then we had a pass play, and he's rushing the passer, right? And I cut this guy down. In other words, I threw myself at his legs, and he fell down. And then I circled. Folks. I did. I circled, and I gained some momentum. All right? I'm running. Okay, and as I approached this guy, still on his knees, he was still a helmet taller than I was, and I hit him with everything I had.
Wine bomb.
And this guy went way over in a double somersault. And the next week, the coaches played it back and back and back and back for the rest of the team. And I got me a football scholarship, but I retired, folks. Otherwise, I don't think I'd have the sense enough to say anything in this show. I probably would have been dead, because using your head like that is not a good way to make a living. Let me tell you. Thank you for the background music.
Good job.
That's Rudy, right?
Yes, it is.
And you know what? We've had Rudy on the show.
Yes, you have.
And I'm part of that story, I believe, because...
wait, are we taking credit for Rudy right now?
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
All right,
let me tell you why.
Let me bring the music back up.
Bring the music back. All right, listen to me. When I was playing in high school, I'm exactly the same age as Rudy. He was playing in Joliet, Illinois.
Okay.
I was playing in Evanston, Illinois.
All right.
Evanston Township High School, where Northwestern is. They were the Wildcats.
Wow.
We were the Wild Kits.
Oh.
And guess who the coach was of Northwestern University? Football coach. Era Parseghian. And all those guys knew about me, you see, when Rudy went to Notre Dame.
Gotcha.
He went there. He got in like 1974. He had worked a couple years. He was a grown man. He was 25 years old, as I was, roughly 26 years old. Okay, that's when he went to Notre Dame. Guess who the coach was at Notre Dame of Notre Dame at that time?
Bill Parseghian?
No, Era Parseghian.
Oh, Era.
Yeah, Era Parseghian. That's the guy who got him on the team.
Wow.
Now I know he knew about me, and I know he knew that I was that little guy playing guard on a big man's team, you know.
Yep.
And I was, surprisingly, I owe everything to that experience, because I started the season fifth string. You guys who get older, who get challenged, who are picked on, who are bullied, you need to stand up to them. You need to stand up to them.
I actually have some Missouri trivia for you. So
Yes,
who
sir.
was the coach that took over for Parseghian?
Dan Devine.
Coach Dan Devine, who
That's
later
right.
went on to be Mizzou's athletic director.
Yeah, all right. Wow. And where did he work before he took over Notre Dame?
Well, I don't know.
Head coach of Green Bay Packers.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, and by the way, I sent out my little calendars, to coaches and things like that. Well, I got some thank you notes.
Nice.
And guess who signed a nice thank you note?
Parseghian or whatever.
No, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
From the Patriots. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see
How
that. It
cool
was
is
on your
that?
desk.
I bet you, he's the best coach
He has to
possibly
be.
ever.
He has to be.
3 minutes. Why am I talking about this then? I got so much more news.
Well, I don't know.
I
You
thought
just
we
kind
should've-
of you got
We
into
should have
it.
capped that off.
I got
with
into it.
Dave Weinbaum.
I got
Man,
into it.
the
All right,
legend.
come on. Well, people
There we go. I like
understand
that.
a little bit where I come
I
from.
like that.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
like
not from, and I've been talked to. I was bullied at the other station. The guy was thinking he was going to talk to me like I'm a piece of dirt. And I let him know, you don't do that to me.
You want a piece of me?
That's right. That's pretty much what I said to him.
We don't treat you that
And
way.
he shows up someday, and maybe that'll happen. But, I'm not. I'll probably get my butt kicked because I'm getting old, but I don't care.
That's like I always say, if I get in a fight, I better win in the first 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. You better not last longer than 30 seconds, otherwise we're screwed.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. But you know what? It's not like... and speaking of dopey, how dopey is this? The dopey governor of Illinois drinks chocolate milk on purpose to show how much he cares about diversity. Now, is that
What?
dopey or
Oh,
what?
my God.
Brown milks matters, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, now let's see. We got 2 minutes, right?
Yep.
The Oscar producers are telling Jimmy Kimmel, I think he is the guy who's going to moderate.
Yep.
Yeah. They're
He's
telling him to
hosting this year.
tone down the politics. Why? Because nobody watches him anymore. Dopes.
Ooh.
And by the way, you got two big pictures out. One is Black Panther. Did you see that?
No, we're seeing it tonight, I think.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you invite me? No.
Wow. No. You want to go?
No.
Well, let's see.
Well, you could have asked, though.
I just did.
I just said that I go into a coma on Friday nights. And
that's why I didn't ask.
Unless I might stay awake for this. I don't know. I'm not that tired, quite frankly. I could do another. Come on, put me in, Coach. I could do another hour.
I don't know if we can.
All right. So the Oscars are being told to tone down the politics. Now, this Black Panther thing is probably going to sell they're probably going to sell $1 billion. They're probably going to make $1 billion on this movie. Cost $200 million to make. This is part of the Marvel Captain America model.
It's called the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, and they're going to do. They're going to do others, and they're probably going to combine this guy with Captain America and all
the
this.
Avengers come in May. So.
Yeah. So how cool is that? I mean, those are cool movies.
Yep, they are.
So maybe I'll go see Black Panther.
All right.
Does that mean I'm not a racist with a guy in Steelville? If I go see Black Panther, does that mean I'm not a racist? I have a black dog. I mean, what the hell?
So you're saying you do like brown people?
Well, yeah. I grew up with black people.
In Chicago, I know.
Okay, well, Skokie, Evanston, and a lot of these guys turned up for the white coach's 93rd birthday. So, all right, thank you so much for everybody for listening and finding me. This is the Dave Weinbaum Show. You have a great weekend.
Bye.
KKID Salem Rolla.
KKID 92.9 FM is KKID Salem Rolla, your #1 classic rock station in the Ozarks.